Yeah, no Marin.
Well, we made it through week 8.
Congratulations, everybody.
I honestly feel like this was one of the worst weeks of like football action that I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah,
is it the blowouts?
It was. I don't think there was a single.
Blowouts are a part of it.
There was not a single close game.
Well, there was the bad close game. It was the Jets and Browns. Right, it was the Browns, right?
Yeah,
No, the Bengals.
It was the Bengals Jets game. I guess
the Jets Bengals is
literally a 1-point game. You cannot get closer than that.
Yeah.
You know it's a horrendous week of football when that game is the most exciting game of the week.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This week was drunk. This week's gonna wake up tomorrow
Go
and be
home
like,
this week.
they're
You're
gonna be
drunk.
like, "Whoa, what happened, man?"
I mean, that's
It was
also
bad.
how you get like the fantasy performances of a lot of like the tier 1 guys, where you've got multiple 30-point games going on from running backs and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like unless it's like you are Steve's team and you have Steve's players who all managed to have insane games, you felt bad. And you look at
Simultaneous boom for me, just all across the board.
just like all
did
your
you get?
players.
You got to be on the leaderboard for the top 10, right? Like what 250s.
I am number
250's
I'm
up
number
there.
4 or 5.
Yeah,
right
250's
now.
up there for sure. But like you had the highest score
It's
this
there's 2
week
Jannies, 2 Jordans, and a Steve in the top 5.
by a huge margin.
Yeah.
Huge
Yeah. Oh
margin.
yeah. They're like 75 points, I think.
And you wasted it
Or
on
50 points.
And you wasted it on the best team in the league. On
Yeah, I
their
know.
bye
I
week.
needed it on a
their
bye week.
week.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you needed this when you face Jordan in the playoffs or something.
Yes, I do.
Not
Yeah.
and that's
this is
and
what you
that's
want
the
against
week,
Jordan in the playoffs.
that's
yeah.
the week
Yeah.
that Jonathan Taylor runs into stack boxes all game and gets like 12 rushes for 30 yards and no touchdowns, and then JSN goes crazy and CMC
And Daniel
goes
Jones
crazy.
looks like a complete giant like
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes back to nothing.
He rolls back
Yeah.
the years and so on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, let's get to the match.
It's one of those weeks. Let's get into matchups. We're starting with Skot and John.
And my season's over.
Yeah,
Dude.
sorry about that, man. I really had to post that because it felt really bad in the moment because it was like
The worst.
Skot is out, like not only like a really exciting player, like one of the dudes of the season, but like you just traded 2 firsts and you don't have other firsts. Like it's not like you're sitting on like other trades that you made. Like this was your move, and that sucks ass.
Yeah, it was
exactly.
honestly, it's literally the worst thing that could have happened. Like this
Actually, yeah,
this could have happened. This could have
Absolutely.
happened to any of my wide receivers. This could have happened to any of my quarterbacks, any of my tight ends. It could have happened to any of my IDP players. I would have been fine. I made an aggressive trade to get a top 10 running back because that's the only thing I needed. And now I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
And your future is.
I was heartbroken for you when I saw that happen. I was just like,
It
oh,
really fucking sucks. Cause it's not like, it's like if a top 10 running back goes down, it's like, damn, that sucks. But like what Cam Scatterby has been doing this season, just like outside of the game of football and just like the gravitas that he has, he was like the face of the league leading up to this point.
I don't know if I would go that far, but he was certainly the energy guy for
he was a story of the league for
that
sure.
absolutely needed it.
Yeah.
Culture change.
He exactly part of the culture
I don't
change.
think
part
I
of
don't
that
think
engine.
I don't think that's too much of a stretch considering the amount of people I've been seeing talk about how like I don't watch Giants games, but I was tuning in to watch Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterby play football. And then when he went down, the fucking Phillies fans gave him a standing ovation. Like this kid,
I think I might be the wrong person to talk about that, just because like that's the kind of thing that I actively hate about sports is that kind of stuff. Like I am not for, but I'm not into the extracurricular stuff. I don't care.
Well, I mean, outside of that, it's like it's not like he was just like a personality that was it's like Xavier Legette. It's like Xavier Legette is super entertaining, but he's not producing on the field. Cam Scatterby was like producing on the field and was really entertaining. So it's both of those things.
I care about one of those two things. Like, so not the person for this.
But it's ultimately this is an entertainment product. The league is worse not having him in the lineup.
He's gonna be around doing wild shit though. Like that's kind of the thing about Scatterby that we're just gonna have is he's still gonna be on the sidelines headbutting people without wearing a helmet. Like.
Yeah, he and Jackson Dart aren't going to stop booping each other on the head, dude.
The thing that's
exactly
the
like
thing
that
that's
energy
stupid,
thing
though,
isn't going to go away, even though his contribution.
The thing that's stupid though is that now there's going to be this narrative that he's injury prone, and everyone going into it was saying like, "Oh, there's no way he's going to hold up," and it's like, of course, the injury he gets is on this like weird play where Zach Bond
total
tackles him from behind. It's like there's an argument to be made about whether it was an illegal hip drop tackle that wasn't called or not. I don't really care. It was just a freak accident, really.
I mean, it's not even the ankle getting caught under a guy, and then like whether or not the dude gets hurt from that. Like that's the same play that Isaac Pacheco had last year, or Isaiah Pacheco had last year.
It's the same thing that happened to
it's just freak.
And Mark Andrews when Logan Wilson tackled him, that was a true hip drop tackle, and that he broke his ankle.
But Roquan did that to Chris Godwin too.
Yep, Roquan did, exactly. He actually did. It was the same injury.
For both of
precisely the
same.
Except
Scatterby's was worse because I guess it was an open fracture, meaning that the bone, the bottom of his fibula, poked through the skin, which is why he had to get an emergency surgery.
That's like
sepsis risk
Smith,
is way too
Alex
intense.
Smith.
Yeah, the Alex Smith injury was very similar, but his was so gnarly because his ended up getting infected, and he actually had to have 17 procedures done, and he almost lost his leg, and he came back to play football after that, which is actually
didn't he almost die because of the infection?
Yeah, he almost died.
It was a lot worse than just like losing the leg.
He got sepsis and aquatic flesh.
That particular, I mean, that's what happens when you get sepsis. Typically, is your flesh dies. But I would bet that Scatterbo is largely out of the woods for that at this point. I mean, sometimes it manifests 3 to 4 days after a procedure, but I hope that he's on a decent set of antibiotics to keep that from happening, which I think would happen, given his high profile nature.
I mean, obviously, I was really high on him. Like, I offered 2 firsts to Matt for him, and he was like, he hemmed and hawed about it, and then it was like later, like, yeah, actually, I do want that trade because my team's going nowhere. And like, one of the major reasons I wanted to do that is because the passing game work that he gets is insane. Like, his lines remind me of Christian McCaffrey, and his usage in terms of like his passing usage. Like, he's not super efficient on the ground. But
he's
to me,
averaging
it's like
4 to 5 passing targets a game, easy, and sometimes it's up as high as 8. So like that's pretty solid.
Yeah, but then as far as like his character goes, it's like I haven't seen a running back affect the morale of a team since like Marshawn Lynch. So it really sucks for the game for him to be injured, and now the Giants are back in the absolute purgatory. In terms of like, because they have no weapons anymore. They're all gone. Malik Neighbors, like I feel for you, Josh. I feel for everybody who's lost players this season to like freak injuries
Giants.
like that. It sucks, man. Like I get it.
I mean, it's really bad for the Giants because of the injuries too. Like it's not a high ankle sprain kind of situation.
Yeah, it's a dislocated.
These guys are gone for the season, and then they're going to be bad next season because these are really bad injuries.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I did a bunch of research on this. There isn't another running back in like the modern NFL that has had the same injury. So it's like uncharted territory in terms of recovery and what they'll look like coming back, because we don't have other players to compare to. Like Casey lost Fred Warner to this same injury a couple weeks ago. He's not 23 and he doesn't play running back. He's 28, 29. And he plays linebacker.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of the Joe Burrow situation in terms of like unprecedented injury for X position.
Right.
Like his wrist, like that, like Joe Burrow's wrist is a linebacker injury, not a quarterback injury. Like,
right.
And so.
Well, also Joe Burrow with his toe. I mean, we had a whole segment about it in past episodes where it's like this is knocked out.
The toe injury is like every player though. Like
yeah, everybody gets
the one that like that wrist is like a concern because it was his throwing arm too.
Right. Right.
Like that's a whole thing. Like if Joe Burrow couldn't throw because of his wrist, like yeah, that's it. That's like worse than Andrew Luck.
Dak in 2020 had this same injury as well.
Yeah, and Dak has completely changed the way he plays. Like when he first came into the league as a fourth rounder, the reason he got drafted was because of his athleticism. And like at A&M, he was electric on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, he was electric on the ground. And like it was also in that like Dak was kind of like Mahomes before Mahomes, where he was a black quarterback that had a really good arm that no one knew what to do with, and like was still, not out of the Russell Wilson shadow of like, oh, are we going to trust this guy who needs obvious time to develop? Kind of thing.
I mean, I don't really think that it affected him that much. Like, yes, his mobility is down, but at the same time,
he does not run anymore, dude.
Well, Dak don't scramble.
Well, here's the thing. Why would you need to when you have CeeDee Lamb? Because the year that he got injured was the year they drafted CeeDee Lamb.
It's a huge competitive advantage to be able to have that in your bag, though.
I mean, Dak
before the injury was basically Jaden Daniels, just in the fourth round.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the splits, like he had a lot more rushing touchdowns before, but like his rushing efficiency is mostly the same. But to your point, he doesn't scramble as much as he used to.
Yeah, he just doesn't run around a lot anymore. Yeah. Like the efficiency is one thing; it's just like the volume.
He also has suffered multiple other leg injuries. Like last year, he had, or no, was it last year or 2 years ago? He had the hamstring injury. Or no, it was last year. Last year was the hamstring injury.
He tore it off the bone or whatever.
Yeah, he tore his hamstring off the bone. I mean, those add up. And also, Cam Scottaboo, this is his first major injury his entire career. He's never had a concussion, amazingly. He's never had any other injury ever. He's never missed a game.
Dude must have like extra craniospinal fluid or something.
He's built different. I like what Pat McAfee had to say about him. He was like, he has the head of a table. His head is shaped like a table. It's just like his brain and his skull is just built differently than other humans. I was like, yeah,
got that.
That's unfortunate. That is
Neanderthal genes really doing him great.
That is an unfortunate place to get that, because that is not where he got hurt.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Correct.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, enough about Cam Scottaboo. I got absolutely rinsed by John. He had a late comeback, which was totally expected because Rashee Rice is still really good at football.
Yeah.
And
this game was close before the Chiefs game.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was looking good for me up until halftime. They were managing to keep Rashee Rice out of the end zone and uninvolved until they couldn't. And Terry McLaurin had some pretty amazing plays. He's clearly still banged up, though. That was a quad injury that he's been dealing with.
Rashee Rice popped off.
No, yeah, I was pretty sure I was cooked once he got that amazing toe tapping touchdown in the end zone.
I mean, the Chiefs the Chiefs figured out they needed to run the ball, and then it opened up all of the stuff that they do for off-brand Debo with Rashee Rice, where he just, no matter what, Rashee Rice is going to be game script proof because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a really dynamic player. He's easily John's best player on his team, I would say, other than, Lad McConkey, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this year, long term, maybe Lad's still up there. I mean, it's one of those things where if, Keenan Allen is still in his 10th year, he's got maybe one more year left. And they play similar positions, so McConkey will still be impacted by that.
There's a couple of interesting highlights from our matchup here. Let me get the first one.
Trevor's ding dime.
Jones looking deep down the field, and it is caught by Pittman.
Tyler Warren.
So he catches it. He catches it under his bicep, basically.
Yeah, he just kind of, and then like it's right there. Like he's just got it. It's crazy. There is a really good slow-mo angle of it, but I don't know. It might be hard to find on the fly.
Yeah, unfortunately, the clip that I got deleted because NFL. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, the NFL is bad about the clip thing, man.
They're so bad with clips. It's like, shouldn't you want to preserve your highlights? And like,
they want it on their official channels and stuff.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Right, but just put it on the NFL YouTube. Like, this is not hard.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. It's like you want it on all. You want all these highlights everywhere. Like you want to drive interest. Like it's.
No, absolutely. Put them on the team pages. Put them on
So there was this controversy around the tush push, and
this wasn't. This is one of the dumbest things ever. Like, Kayvon Thibodeau figured out how to stop the tush push, and they called it dead for no reason.
It sucks.
We actively figured out how to stop it. It doesn't need to be banned. This is dumb. All of this is stupid.
There are multiple.
And they called the play dead because of forward progress or some shit.
So did you see the post game interview with him about this?
I didn't. No, I decided not to watch it because it was annoying.
Here, I'll play it here real quick.
It's worth it. Yeah.
I don't know. That's some bullshit, man. Honestly, when it comes to that play and what happened, I feel like the refs, they got a kind of a hard job because they don't know when to stop it. And I think it's tough on defense, obviously, because it's like you stop the first surge, the refs don't blow the whistle. You get the ball out and you take it, and all of a sudden it's, whatever you said, the forward progress. So at the end of the day, you just got to keep playing, man. Shit happens. Try to keep giving it your best and live with the results.
What was their explanation to you, at least? Did you ask? And
he said they called the forward progress before he reached the ball out. So sounds like some bullshit to me. But
you didn't hear a whistle, right?
That's the hard part about the tush push. Yeah, sorry. I mean, that was a great call.
That's Okereke saying there are gonna be fines.
Nah, man, you can't blame
So Brian Burns comes behind. Brian Burns is like, you're gonna get fined if you say that. And he's like, oh no, it was a great call. It was actually a great call.
I think it was Okereke, not Burns, but
no, it was Burns. That's Burns. Yeah. So anyway, GG's.
I hope he gets his money worth, man. It's like, I mean, I don't know if we'll talk about the Mahomes sack if anybody played that guy, but that's the moments where you're like, man, I hope you're gonna get fined for something if you say anything, and I hope you get your money's worth.
Yeah. Deserved. Yep. All right, John. Good luck the rest of the way. You are on the upswing, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got a lot of key players back, and
yeah. Well, you've got the number one on one of the best teams again. So, yeah.
For the first time, I think I will get to root for John in the playoffs as long as it's not against me.
Priorities here.
Yeah. All right, Trevor.
Let's get the matchup back up here. Yeah. So Trevor.
Really, I don't know what happened here. How did you win?
Toilet out of this. Yeah.
How did you win?
Snuck out of the really bad game here.
Well, part of it is Joe Flacco, man. Imagine having Joe Flacco as your quarterback who's just gonna sling it. Lighten up some boxes, give it to your guys. Chase Brown actually is now relevant again after not being relevant.
He did some damage in the screen game because of Joe Flacco.
A little bit. I mean, the more important thing is that his efficiency on the ground finally started looking like it did last year. He's been pretty inefficient. That's because
they didn't stack the box against him.
Yeah.
You're having actual passing game threat in Flacco.
Yeah, and I mean, this is half the problem with every single passing and running game. Where if you just stack the box because you don't respect the quarterback,
it doesn't go well.
It's an easy way to make a team one-dimensional if it works.
Yeah, I mean, they still lost.
Force them to do bad stuff.
They lost this game.
Yeah, but that's because they're the Bungles.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
man.
they've definitely bungled it. They lost on a Breece Hall touchdown throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
to the 0 and whatever Jets, like at the time. 0 and 6,
0-7 Jets.
0 and 7. Yeah, it's like, yeah, man. I mean, also, anybody who like, I'm sure that there's some toxic people out there who are like making fun of like Justin Fields' interview, but like, bruh, like Woody Johnson is a terrible owner and deserves to have his team stripped.
Sucks.
Are you talking about where he was talking about how he was crying in the closet or whatever?
Yeah, that's just sad.
It is sad.
Yeah.
There's some like fucking like toxic ass Jets fans or toxic like NFL fans like doing like ripping him, and it's like, bro, like he's in one of the worst situations you could possibly imagine, and Woody Johnson is like
making it
take that man's team, like make the NFL better.
As much shit as I talk about Justin Fields, I do feel bad for him because he's on the Jets and he's playing very inconsistently. And
it doesn't matter. Even if you're playing bad, you don't deserve to have someone who's supposed to be like, on your team,
your
on
advocate
your side. Yeah, exactly. Backing you up. Come out and just trash you completely publicly.
Especially when you are the starter. Like it's not like he's a backup where nothing's expected of him. Like
also like where Woody Johnson is the problem. Like the problem with the Jets is not Justin Fields. It is Woody Johnson. No, absolutely. You could put Mahomes on the Jets, and they're probably not any better. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
agreed.
It's the Jets.
Yeah,
it's the Jets.
It's not Justin Fields. It's not Breece Hall. It's not it's not the players. It is 100% Woody Johnson.
Yeah,
and the fact that they refuse to hire competent coaches. I mean, I know that they had high hopes.
That's Woody Johnson, though.
I'm sure they expected more of him, but they haven't had a good coaching hire in ever.
I hope Aaron Glenn is not one and done because I think he's got the makings of a good coach. He's just coaches for the Jets.
Which means he'll be one and done probably, and then go back to being a defensive coordinator for some other team, and then hopefully gets another shot later. Yeah. Although there is the thing where there's just some coaches that are just better as, a coordinator and not as a head coach. And that's probably
Josh McDaniels.
Yeah. And Brian Daboll.
Yeah, right. Prime examples.
Yeah.
Vic Fangio.
Raheem Morris. Damn, there's a lot of coaches that suck.
Okay, yeah, we got a lot. We got names.
There's a lot of shitty coaches out there.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is like
people catch
as much as like you hate to admit it about like the NFL, he's like Aaron Glenn is a black coach for a known racist owner. Like,
right,
that's not good.
He's there to be a fall guy.
That tracks
this year.
That tracks.
Yeah, like the only reason that I swear half the like black like coaches in the league are there for comp picks when they get fired.
They're just a farm system for other teams. I mean, the Seahawks are reaping the benefits currently.
Yeah.
And they'll probably trade Breece Hall to the Texans or somebody, and he'll do fine on another team. So,
fingers crossed.
Feeder team.
All right. Well, let's move on. Like Troy Franklin is still sitting on the taxi squad.
Trevor, wake up!
Trevor's.
You need to pull him off the taxi squad. He's doing stuff now.
Yeah, you need a wide receiver bad, and this dude's sitting on your taxi squad.
Well,
like
to be
starting
fair,
Adam Thielen, who's had the second donut in a row.
To be fair, he did this last year where he would just remember these 2 weeks where he just went off.
Oh yeah, for a little bit,
and then completely went back to irrelevance. I mean, I can understand why Trevor would be like, okay, fool me once.
Well, no, but this is year two stuff.
Prior to week 8, it was 2 games, and the Broncos' offense is clearly all over the place.
Different.
I mean, it's Sean Payton. Sean Payton's a fantasy terrorist.
He is.
Absolutely.
Trevor knows.
I mean, I get it, but also how many other players should you be rostering above Troy Franklin at this point?
But here's the thing.
Look at the snap count.
Trevor could definitely replace Adam Thielen in his lineup every week. Let's be honest.
Look at the snap counts. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't care if Troy Franklin is on your, like, all other things aside, you know, Adam old ass Thielen getting 12% of the offensive snaps on the Vikings with no quarterback versus I don't even care who the quarterback for the Pro. I don't care if it's Bo Nix or if it's Dylan fucking Gabriel. Like, this dude is playing 70%. He's playing 5 times the snaps percentage wise that Thielen is.
He's also on a team where he's got instant chemistry with the quarterback. Like,
right.
That's why Trevor drafted him in
together. That's why you got him. Yeah.
That's why Trevor drafted him in the first round. We were like, whoa, okay.
I bet if you look at the history, Franklin has more points this year already than he did last year. I don't know that for a fact.
No, of course he did.
He's got more touchdowns already. So
he has more points in 2 games in week 2 and 8 this season than he did the entirety of last year.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's what you want to see, though.
It's like when you're looking at year 2 jumps, you basically want I think they'd averaged out. I forget. It wasn't underdog, but it was a guy it's one of those types that was like the math works out where a second year jump for the superstar or just from nothing to something is 60% production between seasons 1 and 2. That's what you're looking for.
Right. He's already past that.
Yeah.
Right? He's already at 150% of last year's output.
And the other thing about Adam Thielen is we should also just take a moment to say that the Vikings fucked up by not signing Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold, but also
they did.
Carson Wentz broke himself for that team, and the broadcast crew were completely just killing him.
They eviscerated him for putting his entire body on the line. Carson Wentz is a fucking warrior and deserves more credit. He's always been that kind of guy too. Even back in Philly.
Kirk Herbstreit is a chud. Fuck that guy. He was saying
he's a dick.
He was like, man, you really can't let that energy out there. You got to be the leader, bro. You can't be that angry as the quarterback. And it's dude is suffered a season-ending injury on the field. We found out. Hindsight's 2020, but at the same time, we're all sitting there watching the game. He cannot complete a pass. Every time he would throw more than 20 yards, he was screaming in pain. He was clearly
so hurt.
Yeah.
Also,
it was very obvious he was in pain. It's
on top of the pain, you can tell that at his age and at his stage in his career, this is probably the last time he ever starts for an NFL game. So that's also kind of going through his mind is just this is the end of his dream. So no shit, you're going to be a little bit emotional on the sideline. This isn't a Geno Smith situation where you're just mad because he threw a pick. Dude is going through it right now, and this bum who was nothing he was nothing in college and nothing in the NFL is calling him out.
No, that's not true.
Kirk Herbstreit?
Oh no, Kirk Herbstreit. Oh, I was thinking
he's a bum.
Carson Wentz was nothing.
No.
Carson Wentz was on the short list to be one of this generation's greats until his legs failed him, his 2 ACLs.
Yeah, he's just injury kind of robbed him, and then it's just bad luck, whatever. But Kirk Herbstreit, Carson Wentz is a million times the quarterback Kirk Herbstreit ever was. So fuck that guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck his shit. Terrible announcing. That was a disgrace.
The Thursday night broadcast is just trash.
Although I gotta say we've had some good games this year, so
we have had some good games.
Been nice.
There's been good football product, but fuck Al Michaels.
Al Michaels needs to
Al Michaels also needs to retire.
Bro is just phoning it in.
Out of here.
He's phoning it in, dude. You could that magical Chargers Jags game where they absolutely chargered that. And Al Michaels, they kick the Jags kick the game-winning field goal, he's just bored. And they win the game. It's that was the most insane shit I've ever seen. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Come on,
they win
bro.
the game. Yeah, he needs to hang up, for sure.
No, Al Michaels is. I'm going to say this with my whole chest, and it's surprising me a little bit. He's worse than Chris Collinsworth.
Oh my god.
I mean, I can't really argue with that because, like, at least Chris Collinsworth still cares.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
He obviously still cares. He sucks, but he still cares.
He sucks, but he's still he cares about putting out a good product. And Al Michaels does fucking not.
I miss Booger.
Me too.
I miss Booger. I miss the Booger Mobile.
The Booger Mobile's great.
Also,
give me the scissor lift.
Also, I really enjoyed Cam Newton on the analyst desk that 1 week. That was amazing.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good.
I want more Cam Newton in the NFL, like just sphere, please.
Cam Newton and Richard Sherman on the broadcast would be awesome.
Yes. It is awesome. Cam Newton
we got that. We got that
for 1 week.
That again.
1 week.
Was Sherm on the Cam Newton broadcast?
Yeah, he was. Sherm or Cam was a guest that week.
Okay.
Yeah, Sherm and Fitz and them
they had him at the desk.
Permanent. Yeah. They're the core analyst team, but like they had Cam Newton 1 week as a guest, and it was amazing. And we need more of him in his crazy outfits.
Yeah.
I want a Richard Sherman, Cam Newton, play-by-play and color commentary duo in the booth.
Yes,
I want that. I want that injected into my fucking veins. Like Amazon, figure it out. Like.
Yeah, Amazon's got the money to like buy out Cam's contract from Disney. Like,
and on top of that, like you could totally just there's got to be a Thursday night double feature going on at some point. You know, like that can be built in. Leave your A team on whatever the premiere game is, and get me my Cam Newton, Richard Sherman called game.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, Amazon.
Well.
The other thing is, I think, the whole Steelers defense is bad, but TJ Watt, like, man, good for him for cashing in, but he does not look like TJ Watt right now.
Yeah, he's not good this year, unfortunately.
Yeah. He was getting bested by Jordan fucking Morgan, like a rookie, was giving him guff this week. Like, that's not how you want to be if you're TJ Watt. Like,
it's not what you want to see if you're a Steelers fan and you're paying this dude $40 million.
No kidding.
This is the most expensive defense in the league, and they can't stop.
Terrible.
They can't stop anything.
It's entirely predicated on getting their pass rush going, but their pass rush is fucking TJ Watt and Cam Hayward, and Cam Hayward is fucking gray, and TJ Watt is.
Alex Highsmith is good.
Highsmith is good. Highsmith is good.
But like also they've got one real DB at this point, and that's Joey Porter Jr. Like as a corner, you can't have just one corner. Like
you can't.
Of three guys in the backfield, like in coverage. Like they just traded for Kyle Duggar today. Kyle Duggar is a linebacker playing safety. Like he's basically less athletic Jamal Adams. Like
yeah. They have Darius Slay. They have Jalen Ramsey, and then
they just lost Deshaun Elliott. I picked him up. I picked him up for this matchup because I was like, "This is going to be great. It's going to be high scoring, and there's going to be a lot of Jordan Love passing attempts and stuff." And then he just got injured immediately.
Correct,
which was sick. Super sick.
I think we need to tally up Scott's curse record at this point because I feel like this year he's really cursed some people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
we really need to tally that up.
I mean, I'm cursing myself a lot, so you know.
Well, no, you cursing yourself is the thing that gets all of these other dudes injured.
It's totally my fault.
Yeah, you're radiating out this cursed energy. But yeah, no, the pass rush is not getting going for the Steelers. Their very highly paid defense is all about the secondary is all about man coverage for short periods of time because these men are old, and it just doesn't work because they're not getting home fast enough, and they're getting just absolutely the defensive line is getting absolutely manhandled by offensive lines and rookies at that.
Yeah, let's talk about the Chuba Rico debacle because it is.
Oh, this is happening
bad.
Again.
Well, this is
He's
clearly
getting Donta Foreman again,
and it's like, I like this is something that teams do all the time, and I don't necessarily think it's bad process. It just sucks for the week, and like Rico Dowdle needs to be the number one. He's just more explosive and not hurt, where Chuba is hurt.
Right.
But like you do want, as like a team cohesion thing, you do want Chuba to lose the job because he lost the job, not to injury, which like a lot of teams will just have people lose it to injury. And I do think that's bad for a team. It sucks really for a week, but like Chuba's hurt and it's like needs to be Rico. And like, it just kind of sucks for everybody right now.
Yeah.
And like the decision needs to be made sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like part of this is it's what you said. It's a lot of it is like locker room politics. Like fantasy people who play fantasy football don't consider the human element of this at all. It's not as simple as just, oh, you get, half a yard per carry more than this other guy, and we gave you 10 touches last week, and the other guy got 8, and you did more with the 10 versus the 8 we gave the other guy. That means you're the one now. That's not how it works.
Yeah,
like
veteran
status and like that player being on the team longer. Those sorts of dynamics matter. And we'll talk about it a little bit later when we get to the Jags and Steve's matchup with Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. But like you can clearly tell when the players get upset because of usage and locker room politics. And they're trying to navigate this as best they can in a way that's fair to Chuba, who, really can't be too mad.
Like,
you also can't be too mad because he got the bag. It's not like he didn't get paid and now this other guy's coming in and he's probably going to get his bag. It's not one of those things because Chuba got paid and he was good last year. But at the same time, like the Panthers are terrible and he was the hero in a losing season. Does that really matter that much in the long run? No. But for the player and for the players for the player themselves and for the players in the locker room, that does matter. So they have to navigate this the way they are.
Like, it's a culture thing. Like that was a thing for the off season, was everybody kind of didn't understand, or there was a narrative about why did Chuba get this bag, and it's because like this is the guy they want to build a culture around. Like this is their version of Scattaboo that like we don't see it because that's not who Chuba is, but like that's the idea.
He's a team captain for a reason.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like,
also
like
he was damn good. He's been damn good. I mean,
he has been good.
I've watched him run over so many teams. He's just happened to get injured this year. It sucks.
Yeah. It's too bad. I really like Chuba.
I like both these players, honestly. I have serious regrets trading Rico to Kelsey. That ended up being a bad move on my part. But I still haven't used the draft capital I got from the trade, so I guess we'll see.
Anti-curse.
Yeah.
You trade away Rico Dowdle and he blows up.
Well, he was already doing well. I just wanted to move on.
He was doing fine, yeah.
I just wanted to move on from him because I wasn't sure that he was going to... I was sure that he was going to stay on the Cowboys and that they would draft a guy because this draft class was loaded with running backs. And I was sure that the Cowboys were going to draft a running back like Quinton Judkins or somebody. And they didn't. And then they released him. And I was like, well, that worked out for me. And now egg's on my face because Rico looks amazing in Carolina.
That being said, he did
coming home.
Those 200-yard games did come against like really terrible teams.
Really terrible teams, yes.
The Falcons we'll see how that goes going forward, but Rico is a good
defenseless team.
Like, is a good player.
The thing that's frustrating about this situation too is that the coaching staff came out and literally said that they were going to model their run game after what Clint Kubiak is doing with the Seahawks, and that makes me want to throw up.
Which is what Detroit is doing.
And that makes me want to throw up.
I mean,
the
Seahawks are literally doing what Detroit is doing. Just worse.
but worse, yes. And now
just worse.
They're not exactly though, because they're not really trading off drive for drive.
But as you can see, the result is the same because now you have 2 unstartable fantasy running backs. Sick.
Well, this is like a thing across the league, which is like what people don't, or what coaches don't understand about the Detroit's like situation versus like the general NFL committee system is Detroit switches drive for drive and alternates within the 20 responsibility. which is a thing, you never want the between the 20s guy. Like, that's just fantasy, like nothing. And the committee system in general is a short yardage and a between the 20 guy. And the reason that the committee system is bad and doesn't work is because you don't get the buy-in from players because they don't fucking score the points. Like, it's
they don't get
the same reason that everybody's pissed off on the Eagles is because they're not scoring points.
Yeah,
like they specifically are not scoring points.
Stats matter.
That's the problem.
Like wins matter, as a team, but like your stats dictate how much money you
get paid.
This stuff is important.
It's a job. Yeah, this is a job.
It's not
KPIs,
like, I'll just
right?
there are some lunch pail players that come in and they like do their job and that's their thing, and that's kind of like their career. Like they're known as being that guy. Like there are players that specialize on like special teams, and
we call those backups. Like
well, also just role players, but like they don't make. They make a shitload of money that is generational.
They make generational wealth,
but comparatively to their peers,
exactly.
It's not even
it's
close.
The difference between like
scale, but
it's the difference between a max contract in the NBA and like just generational wealth for everybody else.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw this, but Mercedes Lewis went to the Denver facility this week and had a tryout. He's 41 years old.
Holy shit. They must need a blocker.
Yep.
I mean, they do, yeah.
But that's my point. Is like there are some like Mercedes. If you look at Mercedes Lewis's stats, he's a tight end who just blocks. He is basically Darnell Washington.
He's a 6 offensive lineman, basically.
He's among the best at that too. To ever have done it.
Yeah, 41 years old is remarkable. There will never be another Mercedes Lewis. He's been in the league so long.
But not everybody wants to be Mercedes Lewis.
Correct.
No. Yeah, Mercedes Lewis made a career out of making Khalil Mack his bitch.
Yeah, just blocking people.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fine. That's what he's good at. But like, for the most part, in respect to the running backs that we're talking about, they need to be on the field and getting yards and touchdowns because that matters.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, you see it all the time. Like last year with James Cook, the reason that everybody didn't think he was going to have value and the same reason that everybody was going to fade him this year is because he was the between the 20s guy.
And also touchdown
that
regression.
Second year.
People are looking at that like there's no way he can have that many touchdowns again. That's
because
not a
everybody thought
stat.
because everybody thought it was going to go back to the committee thing that he was doing like the previous year.
Right.
That's the basic underpinning of that thought.
Yeah, that's not going to happen until they bring in a running back who is considerably better than him. Like Ray Davis is probably one of those role players. You know what I mean? He's a good backup, but like they don't have someone who's as good or better than him. And in this case, we've run into that situation where Chuba and Rico at this point in their career are just like equal in terms of talent. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Matt.
Yeah.
The huge train has gone off the rails.
The huge hype has ended.
So how much of it? How much of that is huge, and how much of that is scheme, and how much of that is luck? How much of that is the emergence of Ronnie Gadsden? This is an interesting problem.
I think
Gadsden
a lot
is
of it
a problem
is
for huge for sure.
I think a lot of it is kind of the Chargers not knowing who they are right now because of the loss of the run game. Like, remember, this is still a Greg Roman offense. Like, as much as we can all like make fun of Greg Roman, they're still trying to figure out who they are without a serious run game. I mean, I spent all of my fab on a guy who got hurt immediately and is nothing now. And I've already got
Kimani Vidal is the guy, it seems,
who's sitting on Kelsey's taxi squad.
But,
that's because she's loaded running back.
That's what happens when you try.
Now she's loaded at running back.
With Huge, like you saw it at the beginning of the year with Ladd McConkey's slow start and Huge being the guy. Now it shifted to Oronde Gadsden, having this breakout. And all through this is like, the up and down nature of Keenan Allen. And like it's easier to like say this is a more high value committee, but it's still a committee. Like, you're still playing whack-a-mole with all these guys.
Right. I think the most concerning thing for me, if I were a huge owner, is that he's ceding snaps to Trey Harris.
Yeah. This is, I mean, after the bye, like, I would expect Trey Harris to, if this continues with Quentin Johnson, like, to take his role. Like,
basically,
that's generally when receivers, like rookie receivers, like start getting an actual role is after the bye. Like, which
this is going to be very interesting to watch down the stretch because it has implications going into future seasons as well, and how he'll be valued, especially in redraft. Where he's going to get picked and stuff. Because clearly there's something there with Quentin Johnson. Maybe it's a football IQ issue as to why he easily gets replaced. It's clearly not athleticism. He's clearly very talented, but something is missing, and this donut is extremely concerning. But it's also 1 week. You know, he could go back to having 20 points next week, and you forget about it. But I don't know. It's helping Matt's quest to get the 1 overall pick. So I'm sure he doesn't care too much.
It's part of a downward trend since the Giants game that's really concerning.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, the Giants game, he got hurt, right? And then lost the fumble. And then he sat out against Miami, and then you play like nearly all the snaps against Indy because you're just up so damn bad. Or you're down so bad against the Colts offense. And then now you're getting, it's not like he got game scripted out here. It's like he's literally ceding snaps. So
I mean, he's probably just because he's hurt and they don't have anybody else.
That could definitely be part
generally
of it.
When this happens, it's because somebody got hurt.
Someone got hurt. Yeah, exactly.
And
he's just
in this
not,
case, it's huge.
Huge, it lost a step, and so Trey Harris is hot on the heels.
There's a lot of mouths to
Gadsden
feed.
is like I don't know if
emerging,
it's just like
maybe.
We'll see if it continues in like a real sense, like if he's not just a flex option, next season, given the rest of the season. But if
he's flashing and he had the opportunity to, given that it was Will Dissly?
Yeah, Will Dissly
and Tyler Conklin.
Pass catching.
Well, Will Dissly, he's hurt.
Neither of those dudes is any good.
Yeah.
Ty Conklin is a fine blocking tight end, but he definitely doesn't have the skill that Oronde Gadsden clearly has. He has really good hands, and also the pedigree. His dad was a very effective tight end for Miami in the 80s. The thing about him though, Oronde Gadsden, is the coaching staff love him, and that shit matters. They want to get him involved. Earlier in the season, he had a very limited playtime in terms of the amount of snaps that he played. Mm-hmm. But every single time he was on the field, he got targeted. And then he disappeared, and then he came back and then emerged and had that crazy game where he was third all time in single game receiving for a tight end. And he did it. He had another good game back to back. So I don't think he's going anywhere per se. They clearly like him and his skill set, and they're going to keep using him. But it's cool. I mean, it's more good players in the league is a good thing. But it's going to be at the expense of other players for sure. Yeah, so who's going to be the odd man out week to week?
I mean, the Chargers also just. I mean, I don't think you can say anything long term about what the Chargers are, just because they do not have a run game that you trust long term.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shout out to Greg Roman realizing what is going on with the team and being able to adjust and basically say, we're going to let Justin Herbert just throw the ball over the field.
You're slinging it.
And they also can't. I mean, when you lose your 2 tackles and I don't know where Joe Alt is.
He's back. He was back.
He's back, but you don't know where he is in the whole.
Oh yeah, in terms of his whole sequence.
You don't know if he's 100% or if he's 80 or whatever. And it's if you
he's
don't
not 100%.
Have a good run game,
they rotated him.
Clearly not 100%.
If you don't have Joe Alt, you're not going to have. And no Rashawn
same kind of.
You're just not going to have a run game that's going to.
Well, they have multiple
drive people into the ground.
This dude, this Tucker Fisk dude, is fucking huge.
Oh yeah, this dude fucking blocks.
Yeah, they just basically
this dude blocks.
They have a fullback and this guy, and they just basically can change up their scheme. They can bring in a sixth offensive lineman at will because of their personnel. It's basically Greg Roman.
Conklin.
Greg Roman has assembled the ultimate Greg Roman team, and it goes back to that idiot that I was arguing with on the internet about how Sean McVay doesn't feature tight ends, and I was like, well, Greg Roman features tight ends, and you want those in fantasy. Like a Greg Roman tight end is a tight end you want. You don't necessarily want a Sean McVay tight end. They're okay. They're not going to be,
they might help you.
Yeah,
they might help you, but like you want a Greg Roman tight end.
It's not
because
like
they feature tight ends
or a Roman tight end.
Anyway,
or
I was mad at this.
We're finding out soon a LaFleur tight end.
This random fucking Cardinals fan. Anyway,
he's living rent free in your head.
He is. I was like, dude,
apparently,
bad take.
And the stupid thing is that he was a ball knower. He watches film and like understands what's going on with Drew Petzing and everything. And it's like, come on, dude, you can't see this. And he said Oronde Gadsden is a bum. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if he's going to be the next superstar tight end, but he's clearly
not a bum.
NFL player who's good.
He's not a bum.
You can watch all the film in the world, but that doesn't mean you understand the scheme.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like there are like Greg Roman is this, like Sirianni when he actually has like control over his team or his coaching hires, like is this like, there are certain guys who like really prefer 12 personnel over 11 for blocking. Sean McVay is clearly an 11 personnel guy. Like, yeah.
Yes. That was my point, ultimately.
Yeah.
It's like, they don't feature tight ends because they don't use a lot of them. He's like, well, it's super important to his system. He kind of invented the modern concept of using a tight end in motion and everything. And I'm like, so? He doesn't use them. Where's all the tight ends?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
but I will say,
concept in motion has revolutionized the what tight ends can do.
I will say
how they can start.
This guy that they drafted, that Trevor has, so it's relevant to this conversation, has shifted that a bit because they actually are using him, and they're actually doing, or Sean McVay specifically is doing more 12 personnel. So. This is an interesting player for sure.
Is that in response to Nakua getting injured?
No, this is in response to drafting this guy in the second round. So clearly they have a plan.
I mean, they like him. Yeah.
Well, this is the other thing too about the league right now is like most teams are switching into 12 personnel, like heavy.
So many tight ends. We're in like the golden age of the tight end.
Yeah, we're kind of awesome. They're going back to running like. Trying to figure out how to break
we're figuring out smash mouth football
too high. Well, this is how they're trying to beat too high, is going to like the 12 personnel and trying to create explosives,
killing you in the trenches, and having power backs that just like run through gap schemes. It's
and then you can take advantage of play action when you show run and can have a field scorcher to head on down and get it good.
Yeah.
Which like Jalen Waddle, for instance, who's that's that same model, right? In Miami, it's not working the same way, but that's why Waller was successful for the few weeks in there. That's why we're seeing Tanner Connor kind of come up in Miami too.
I mean, and it's a direct reflection of like, if you've got good tight ends and you've got a good line, this system works. If you do not have a good line and you have good tight ends, the system doesn't work. Like,
right, exactly.
I mean, newsflash, you need a good line for like good football, but
exactly.
Well, we're on the topic of Waddle. He showed out this week. He was good. Love to see that.
Yeah,
my boy. Tua
nice to see that recovery after the Cleveland game.
The Dolphins just had the weirdest week of all time, where Tua woke up with pink eye and had to wear a visor, and he looked like
didn't want to scare the kids.
He looked like those first couple episodes. Dragon Ball Z with Vegeta wearing the Scouter headset. He just needed that all along, man. He just needed the Scouter because he balled out. He had the best game of his season with the Scouter helmet. So, and it was funny too. Was like I remember
system,
which
allows for like, dude. Even with our scoring system, this is like not a knock on Jalen Waddle because Jalen Waddle is good, but Jalen Waddle still can't break 20 fucking points. God damn it, it's so annoying.
He did
against Carolina, but
it's like happened 3 times, man. Like, it's annoying.
Okay,
he's a lot better than that. It's the fucking Dolphins. No, go check his seasons, man. He's got max 5 games of 20 points.
Okay, that's 2
27.
so
So I got 2. I'm keeping count here.
3, 4, 5. Damn, that was a weird.
This is a 40. Yeah.
6.
Okay, 6.
7.
Okay, I was
so
wrong.
this was the one of the years Tua was just going off though.
Oh, that was supposed to have been the 70-point versus the Broncos season.
Yeah,
that was
23. That was
4 or 23.
That was 23.
So there's 2 there.
So he's had like 10.
So there's 7.
No, I got 10. I got 10.
10.
I got 10. 3 in his first season.
But to Joe's point, Jalen Waddle is a floor play, which
is really annoying because he's a lot better than that, and I hate the Dolphins for it.
Well,
I mean, it's 5 seasons. We'll assume. Let me just say, that's how many games?
Jalen Waddle is just a weird player, man. He's like
a weird player.
It's like George Pickens. He can blow up, but like most of the time, he's just going to give you like a super mid performance.
7. Here's a 7 to 15. Enjoy.
And then there's the whole thing where he just like lives in the medical tent. He like catches a touchdown and then is like pulled for a drive because he's
he does live in the medical tent.
It's
yeah,
insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's insane. Anyway,
yeah.
I like Jalen Waddle a lot.
Yeah,
I feel like he's kind of like self-conscious too because he had the whole Penguin touchdown celebration and then just like stopped doing it because he's like, nah, I can't be doing that every time. That's goofy. But it's like, dude, come on.
Good.
It's like lay
but
into
it's
that,
like,
man.
dude, that was one of the best. Dude, that was one of the best celebrations, though.
If there's one thing that you can like set you apart, it's like the Cam Scatterbo thing, where it's just like if there's something you can do that makes you like different and not just like football player number 17, do it. Like lay into
this
it.
is the sexy Dexy. Like sexy Dexy is a dumb dance. It is dumb.
It's a dumb dance.
Anybody who thinks that's a cool dance is an idiot. But it's iconic because it's Dexter Lawrence and he's huge and it's like yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's
no one would care. No one would know who Dexter Lawrence is if he didn't have his stupid dance.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Straight up. They'd be like, no one would care about the fat nose tackle.
No one gives a fuck. Yeah, no, exactly.
But because he's a character and has his stupid dance whenever you sack somebody, you're like the fat guy's
look
dancing.
At that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like
and they call him sexy
inherently Dexy. Like you don't know who these people are because they have helmets on. Like it's a very simple thing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's not like watching baseball or basketball where it's like you can see like their face the whole time.
Yeah.
They're just like
everybody knows what LeBron looks like.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But like if you think it's like what does Devon Achane look like? Can you think of like what his face looks like? Just off
I'm still weirded out by Kayshon Bootie's his picture on my phone when I look at his stats. It's like, wait, that's what he looks like? Really? This guy's been on my team this whole year.
Yeah.
The only players you really know what they look like are absolute goobers. Like let's be honest. They're always goobers that you remember. Anyway, that's enough of this matchup. We've been going on and yapping about this, so let's move on.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
Ben and Danny. All right.
The Christian Watson, like, good for him for getting back. Like, yeah. I think I said this a couple seasons ago. It's like this is like he's the kind of guy you take a swing on and hope he develops. And like outside of the injury stuff, like I think he was just always been your best wide receiver, and it's just the injuries that have gotten in the way.
I still hate the Packers' offense. I hate watching it.
Yeah, no, same. Except for Tucker Kraft has turned into a real thing.
Tucker Kraft is cool.
He's
Good job, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fun.
Fuck Luke Musgrave, right? Like, why do we need him?
Yeah, he's on the trade block, it seems like.
Really?
I mean, they should be trying to get something for him.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, no, I think the Packers are trying to trade off of him because
he's clearly
a good
been
blocker,
supplanted.
right? No,
that's the whole point.
He's drafted as a pass catcher. Like
I thought he was. I seem to remember you saying he was an effective blocking tight end, and that's why he was still on the team and still getting reps. But
no, you said that.
I thought that was
no, dude. Tucker Kraft is
I know effective... Tucker Kraft is a much more complete tight end. Like he can do both.
Well, no, he was drafted to be the blocking tight end.
Exactly. Tucker Kraft was drafted to be the blocker in the pair, and Musgrave was drafted to be the field stretcher.
I still think that was such a bad draft.
Musgrave got hurt. So
it was a bad draft because the Packers took Lucas Van Ness, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about Van Ness right now. That's whiffs for different reasons. Not talking about the disappointment of an Iowa boy.
That's too bad, Steve.
He still can't.
They can't all be great. Okay.
They can't all be great. But no, so
no offense.
Still better than what's his name? Hawkinson. Definitely better than Ben Sinnott. Yeah. Okay.
Pain.
But yeah, Christian Watson was absolutely needed for this Packers offense.
Yeah.
Like super, super needed. Despite the fact that
congratulations beating
had some weapons, but
beating the bad man. Good job, Steve. I was happy for
Jordan Love actually just being better than Aaron Rodgers was fun.
Yeah, no, that's
Aaron Rodgers was clearly furious too. He was so mad. Did you see the play where there's an incomplete pass and then as he's turning the camera away from the line, he goes, "You fucking cocksucker!" It's like he's so pissed.
Wait, wasn't that the one where he threw it to DK and there was just really good coverage?
Really good coverage.
The ball.
Yeah, I don't think he was mad. I don't think he was mad at his guy. It was more about frustration at the Packers defense doing a good job.
Carrington Valentine having literally the best play of his entire career in that moment.
Yeah.
Seriously showing out, but whatever.
Honestly, fuck Aaron Rodgers. He still sucks.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers still sucks.
As a person, he's great at football, but he's a fuck that guy.
Well, he was good at football. I do not think he is good at football.
He's still got some. He's better than Kirk Cousins right now.
Oh, he's definitely better than Kirk Cousins.
Well, yeah, but okay, so the bar on Kirk Cousins pretty low.
He's also on the Falcons. We'll talk about the Falcons in a minute. I gotta go scorched earth on those motherfuckers. But
we gotta talk about the Cousins Dalton line for a second here, of mediocrity in quarterback play.
The exact median. The
Cousins Dalton line is right there.
Mendoza, Dalton, Cousins.
Yeah, that's the line. You could draw a real linear trend through them, and it's a straight flat.
Oh my god. 2023 Trevor would have some words. It was funny.
Yeah, Jordan Love's playing way better than that. This dude, he balled out, and looks like the guy in Green Bay right now, and looks like he could be the guy for a long time.
I don't think that I think he's too good for you guys to move off of, but also this game was big in terms of
huge
Green Bay. Rodgers, Jordan Love versus Jordan Love.
This was but
we already went over that the Steelers fucking aren't good.
Their defense is horrible, yeah. But this was when Russell Wilson came back to Seattle, and then Seattle beat Russell Wilson's in Denver.
Pants off.
This is an important game to win.
There was some of that.
Yeah.
And
you needed,
Also, everybody in the media was playing this down all the way up. We all knew emotions were going to be really high.
Yeah.
That's why you have 2 Rashawn Gary sacks this game. That's why you're getting into
Micah Parsons was a beast too. He actually broke through the line and was harassing the shit out
Micah Parsons caused both of those sacks that Rashawn
Micah Parsons was
because he was
causing Rodgers to see ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was it added to the very disappointing weekend of football. I had high hopes for this game that it would be super close, and then on a last minute field goal or some heroics from one of the 2 quarterbacks. But nope, it was just kind of a one-sided just stomp. Green Bay was just went ahead early.
That way.
Didn't really.
No, it was. You could tell much like the Chiefs game, the Chiefs Commanders.
Yeah.
It started out pretty close, and by the end, it was just a beatdown.
Dude,
yeah, exactly.
The amount of times that Tucker Kraft is just free over the middle, or just
oh yeah,
no pressure at all by TJ Watt specifically. Just a huge game from Tucker Kraft. Where was that for the Steelers?
Matt LaFleur did the right thing by saying, "Hey, your linebackers and your safeties suck ass. We're gonna just kill you with that. That's something Shanahan would do."
you guys can't cover. Your linebackers can't cover. They only run block. So, I'm going to throw to my tight end on National Tight End Day, and Tucker Kraft's going to have a monster game.
Yeah. Tucker Kraft
Fuck National Tight End Day. No one cares about National Tight End Day.
George Kittle does.
They just shove it down your throat.
Okay, like we said, no one.
No one cares. No one cares. Matthew Golden was ass.
Yeah, he's been kind of nowhere, but that's to be expected when you have Christian Watson coming back and they're kind of in Golden's not the same kind of speedster.
Golden needs to be better than Christian Watson, though.
He needs to be healthier. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. We could say a lot about the Packers' offense, but at a very baseline, if Christian Watson is healthy, he makes them better. And Matthew Golden needs to be better than Romeo Doubs and needs to be better than whoever the other guy is.
Droptavian Bricks.
He's injured. Yeah. You're talking about Malik Heath. That
he does need to be better than Malik Heath.
Who?
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
Fucking who?
Former
Tennessee Titan legend.
Malik Heath.
Yeah,
he's the Malik Heath is the Packers' new Alan Lazard. He's
God, no.
A big bodied blocking receiver.
He's your Jake Bobo.
Yes, he's our Bobo. Yeah, exactly. Yes, the Heath bar.
That's cool. Bobo's kind of a dog, though. Not gonna lie. Although he's been nowhere this year.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We love us some Malik Heath over here in Packerdom, but he is not good.
Yeah,
Golden needs to beat him to out for snaps, and I think he is.
Let's close this out on a little sadder note for Ben. Is Saquon?
Two big injuries. Saquon Barkley, he got a hammy, but I think he'll be fine. They just kind of dog walked the Giants with the help of the refs, tough. So
I mean, it's a good thing they've got the bye this week. For Saquon,
exactly.
just to get healthy.
Coming up. Yep, exactly.
This next one, though, is really just too bad. Because this guy's the best corner in the league in Surtain.
He gone.
I mean,
for a bit.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah.
Also, it's weird because
this is one of the few guys that probably if his dad wasn't corner, would have been a wide receiver and an elite wide receiver. But
yeah.
This was a weird injury too because he came back in and played and then exited later, and then now it's IR stint. This is a weird situation.
I mean, it's just adrenaline. You can play on hurt. You can play hurt on adrenaline, and that's
go juice. And then also in the speed of the game, you don't care to get it fully checked out, especially because if it's a pectoral strain, it's deep under layers of pads most of the time.
Yeah,
and Pat Surtain's a dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was locking down. He was shadowing George Pickens. George Pickens he got him a couple times because George Pickens is actually really fucking good. But so is Pat Surtain. So that was entertaining.
I mean, that's the whole thing with corners though. Is corners are they're like tackles. They're gonna get got. There's no corner that doesn't get got. It's the best corners. Don't let it bother them.
Right.
Corner confidence. It's the same. It's the same thing with tackles.
That's why Sherm was so deadly. Because he didn't give a fuck. Yeah. He was just a goldfish.
Yeah.
He was just current play. Don't care what just happened.
Oh, I gave up a devastating first down. I don't care. I'm going to come in just as aggressive.
I mean, that's why Spoon's so good. Because that dude don't give one fuck. Oh, you mossed me? I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm going to be on you. I'm going to go viral on YouTube, on Twitter or YouTube or whatever.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
So, Danny, I don't care about any of your players' performances except for this.
Dude, this was the most wild ass game. I was watching this whole thing because it was this is the first real defense that Drake May had to go against, and it's Myles Garrett versus Will Campbell, who's the best defensive lineman in the game, versus a rookie and a highly drafted rookie, and it's what's going to happen? Well, I'm pretty sure we all know.
Yeah. So you're gonna get fucking
beaten alive. Was just oh my god. It wasn't even Myles Garrett might as well have been unblocked for this whole game.
Is this the highest? Is this the highest single fantasy score for a player on the season so far, or is JT? It's either him or JT.
No,
But I think
JT
Garrett
beat.
yeah.
I don't have a 50.
5 sacks is
yet.
disgusting.
Yeah,
and at least it happened in your lineup, Trevor. the Khalil Mack 5-sack game a couple years ago.
The Khalil Mack game,
which is where the meme, which is where that meme comes from. It's because Trevor was on his
Khalil
bench.
Mack never
5 sacks.
Yeah, only pops off on Trevor's bench.
Yep.
But the remarkable thing about this was the fact that the Browns lost this by 2 scores.
Dude, that game.
They lost the game by 2 scores.
Dylan Gabriel is not it. Like,
he's
put
ass.
Shador in. Like, just put Shador in.
Please.
Like,
I mean, I feel like the Browns are committing psychological torture on the entire league by like not putting Shador in.
It's so clearly like they need to know if Shador can be anything, because Dylan Gabriel is nothing.
Yeah.
Like, just
Dylan Gabriel was seeing ghosts. He couldn't throw more than 20 yards, and he had that stupid ass play where he had the intentional grounding in the end zone for a safety. Dude is not an NFL quarterback. I don't know what the fucking Browns coaching staff saw in this kid.
It's because I will say
at least they have Shador
was a Heisman finalist. He was a Heisman finalist for Oregon, and like, I understand the idea behind him because they looked at Bo Nix and was like, oh, a guy who got all these starts at Oregon. All right, sure. Except for like, Bo Nix is like 6'2" and a crazy athlete. Dylan Gabriel is smaller than Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dylan Gabriel is like Diet Bryce Young. I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's a fine person in real life, but god damn it.
Look, I mean,
please stop making the league worse. You're making the league worse.
Dylan Gabriel is less athletic Kyler Murray.
I mean, less athletic is being very nice. Kyler Murray is a very good athlete.
Yeah. No, I mean,
he's pretty good at COD too.
We could. I mean,
this is why you don't draft baseball players, though.
I mean, Russell Wilson's pretty good, and so is this guy Patrick Mahomes. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, except for neither of them got drafted by the MLB.
Fair, but also the situation with Kyler was pretty unprecedented.
Yeah.
He was drafted first overall in baseball, and then decided to be an NFL player, and then got
he was drafted
first
6th.
overall.
No, he got drafted 6th by the Athletics, and then first overall.
Okay, still
in the NFL.
That's unprecedented, unless you're Bo Jackson.
Well, no, you make the right choice there, Kyler. Don't go play for the Athletics. Yeah.
Like, I mean, Athletics, they're better than the Mariners, so they don't have a stadium.
Yeah, but exactly, they don't have a home.
Now they don't. You have no way of knowing back then.
Yeah.
Oh no, you had a way of knowing back then.
I mean, they were already killing the franchise back then.
The Oakland A's were being actively destroyed to be sold.
Yeah, it'd been happening for at least 5 years,
like a decade almost.
Yeah. So one thing, to rein it back into Myles Garrett here, the thing I wanted to point out about this, and shout out to the Ringer Fantasy Podcast for noticing this as well as I was super happy to point this out. Are you guys familiar with the Tungsten Armor Doyle meme?
Vaguely. You bring it up enough where I understand it's some stupid thing in a loss.
So yeah, it's a tweet some guy made where it is verbatim. Every time I see an Angels highlight, it's like Mike Trout hit 3 home runs, raised his average to 528, and Shohei Ohtani did something that hasn't been done since Tungsten Armor Doyle of the 1921 Akron Groomsmen, as the Tigers defeated the Angels 8-3. This game was Myles Garrett's Tungsten Armor Doyle game.
Yep.
He had a historic game on the field and lost by 2 scores. His team lost by 2 scores, which has never happened in NFL history. This is quite literally the Tungsten Armor.
It was uncompetitive too. That game was uncompetitive.
Somehow, if you're Myles Garrett, you got to be fucking furious.
No one made you sign the $40 million.
He's be like, any other. The sad thing about this is that Deshaun Watson might actually be their best quarterback on their roster right now.
That's 100% accurate.
And also,
he could 100% be better than Shador.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
100% could be a thing. And shout out to the Ringer Fantasy Pod for being the most entertaining fantasy.
It's so fucking funny. If you guys don't listen to the Ringer podcast,
it's easily the best.
It's so funny,
most entertaining one.
It's really funny.
Yeah. Those guys have great chemistry.
Yes, they do. They're really funny, and they record a lot. But anyway, not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, Danny, you won because you have Myles Garrett on your team. Let's be honest. Like, Josh Allen had a good game.
Yeah, no shit.
Devon Achane is good. You had Tua with the visor. Just locked
Derrick Henry got in the end zone twice. Like
somehow, Jordan Addison got the only touchdown in that game because the Vikings are a poverty franchise all of a sudden.
Fucking awful.
And I mean, Micah Parsons did a lot more in the game than he did on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
So
they gave Micah Parsons the game ball. Someone gave him a game ball after the game, and he was like, "I don't fucking deserve this," and went and gave it to Rashawn Gary, which is like
respect.
That's fucking nice. That's fucking nice. Good job, Micah Parsons.
Hard to care about a game ball when you have that much money.
Yeah.
No, I mean, well, yeah. Good leadership.
Also,
the
Cowboys are kind of trash, so
and it's I respect that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Josh and Casey.
Yes,
Josh and Casey.
There were signs of life in Travion Henderson. Don't lose hope.
But he fumbled in the red zone.
But he fumbled, so he's
which means that he should get way more work.
He should get more target. You can get more reps, man. This is how the Patriots work.
This is the Patriots. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. He can Ramondre just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty clear to me.
It's his first fumble since probably middle school for him. Like, he came into the league, and part of his draft profile was he had never fumbled in college.
I think it's pretty clear at this point, though, that the issue with him is that he doesn't really know the Patriots offense well enough, and he needs to develop as a blocker. So he's really just a raw prospect. I think he'll be fine long term, but it's still not a good look with everything that's been going on this season and the hullabaloo around seeding snaps. Like the whole that we got our 5th minute back clip is really cringe. And then the Ramondre Stevenson just being terrible forever and just fumbling at an unprecedented rate and not getting benched. When you in your fantasy matchup are playing your starting running back, if they fumble, God forbid, then they're benched and the 3rd string bum comes in and gets all their touches. It's come on, man. But Vrabel gonna Vrabel, I guess.
I mean, Vrabel is very much an old school coach where, like McVay, if you can't block, you don't play.
Also, it kind of goes back to the Chuba Rico conversation we had earlier where it's a veteran. You can't just come in and unseat the veteran because the Patriots are a well-oiled machine. At least they used to be, and then
it's got to be a serious it's got to be a Najee Harris situation,
right?
Right. For a coach like that to do that, it literally Najee Harris is a good example of Amari and Hampton didn't win the job, Najee Harris lost an
situationally lost it.
The situation's also a little different because they brought in Najee as a free agent that year. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson has been on the roster for years, so he's the guy.
Right.
It would be like if the Ravens just brought in a 2nd round draft pick off the street and we're like, yeah, Derrick Henry, we gotta let Turd Ferguson get the rock 20 times a game instead of you. No offense.
Yeah, it's time for AJ Dillon to get so many carries, know.
That ain't how it works. So anyway, stocks are up for your boy.
That's for sure. Don't lose hope for Travion.
This is crazy though. The Pat Mahomes resurgence is a breath of fresh air. I've been I can deal with the nonsense with Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift and all the ref bullshit to a degree, as long as the Chiefs are an entertaining watch, and they just haven't been, and they're finally entertaining to watch. They suck. They suck for fantasy, but just their offense is just a swarm of just confusion, and it's insane.
No, it's not confusing. I fucking hate Andy Reid.
I know you hate it, but
I fucking hate Andy Reid.
I'll be damned if it doesn't work because we talked about it a couple weeks ago where it was who is the best team in the league right now? And we couldn't really come up with a straight answer. I think it's pretty clear at this point that it's the Chiefs and the Eagles. If they get their shit together, it's probably just going to be another Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. Let's be honest. They're the most complete teams in the NFL right now.
the Chiefs, I don't agree that the Chiefs are the most complete team. Their secondary only has one corner. They don't really have like anybody else in that DB room where like I'm gonna go to bat and say like that's a guy. And outside of Chris Jones and Karlaftis, like I don't know if their front seven is like Nick Bolton's is like Patrick Queen, like good downhill, not good side to side.
Like, this is what they do, though. They get better as the season goes on.
They're disqualified right now for the same reason the Packers are disqualified right now. Secondary's trash.
I mean,
they only have Trent McDuffie. That's like who's after Trent McDuffie. Like, do they have another DB who's like even close to being a Pro Bowl level player?
No, but they're winning a lot.
I mean, that's because they have Mahomes.
They had a bad start. They had a really bad start to the season, but
I mean,
they're on a tear
Mahomes,
right now. Like they're hot.
I mean, sure. I'm never betting against Mahomes. Like if they make it to the Super Bowl, just like last year, it's like, well, the Chiefs have Mahomes, so them. Like,
right.
Never mind that the Eagles were, just a juggernaut last year. And
that's just kind of how I feel about the Eagles too. Though is that they're so well run that I just imagine that they're just going to get it together. They're going to have their bye week, and their offense is going to be clicking. They just pantsed the fucking Giants and looked fine.
I don't know. That's the Giants. That's the Scatabo free Giants. Like that game was immediately not competitive.
Right, but even the game before, like they finally started uncorking it. Devonta Smith had a big game. AJ Brown's been heating up. Their defense is not going to be terrible the whole season. Like,
yeah.
I think the thing
as not fun as it is to say, I think we just have a repeat of last year, which I don't want. I would love to see
I think it's a speed bump.
I would love to see the Colts and some other random team. I think that would be great.
I think it's a speed bump away for the Eagles from just completely derailing again. I think
the problem with the Eagles this year is Sirianni was in charge of the coaching hire, and every time that happens, he hires some guy that wants to get Dallas Goedert involved over Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, which causes problems. Yep. And that trickles into the whole rest of the locker room. And that's a problem for the Eagles because Dallas Goedert is not better than Devonta Smith.
Or AJ Brown.
Yeah. That to say the least.
Devonta Smith's not better than
AJ Brown, yeah, duh.
But if you're not better than the two, then
the worst one of the two, then you're not better than the better. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see a Daniel Jones. Who would be a fun NFC team? Baker Mayfield and Daniel Jones in the Super Bowl. That'd be so hype.
As long as Mike Evans is back, because otherwise,
QB revival.
I'm not sure that'd be competitive at this point.
I don't know. Chris Godwin, Tez Johnson.
Dude, Chris Godwin coming off that injury.
Igbuka.
Come on, man. They just don't have it might be fun. I mean, you could say the horses to keep up.
You could say the same about Jalen McMillan back.
You could say the same about Mike Evans. He's pretty cooked, to be honest.
Yeah, but they need just more bodies. They can't just have one guy where they can just double him and they got to have more than just Igbuka. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. They got I don't think Chris Godwin's done. I don't think so. I don't think so.
The way that maybe he's not done, but it's not this year. The way that Roquan Smith came back, if Chris Godwin's going to be good again, it's going to be next year.
Yeah.
It's not this year.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
All right, let's move on to Casey.
Yeah. All right, we got to start with the huge news, the grand announcement. Casey has finally dropped Chase Claypool.
He's finally a free agent, guys.
No longer is he artificially inflating Casey's hospital numbers.
Is that a Bills jersey?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And that's a wild historical Bills legend right there.
Bills footnote.
That's really funny. Oh, that's
He got dropped from Buffalo after being on the practice squad, right?
This kid,
I don't remember.
Just like Juju, absolutely ruined his career with his hubris.
Yeah.
Yes.
With Juju, Chase Claypool, and Deontay Johnson are all Pittsburgh Steelers who ruined their careers because they thought they were better than they were.
Yep.
If a Pittsburgh Steeler leaves the Steelers, that's a bad sign. Except for the case, somehow George Pickens bucked that trend. Somehow, of all people.
No, TBD on that. If he doesn't get paid this offseason, then he's another one in the bin. He's got to get paid this offseason.
He's on the Cowboys, and Jerry Jones clearly has a massive man crush on him. He's getting a bag from Jerry Jones.
You got to do
it. That's going to happen. If it was a reasonable situation,
you think Jerry Jones has any sort of like rivalry? He's got to do it before I believe
anybody.
That's exactly why
anybody at this point?
George Pickens is going to get a generational bag week 1, 2026.
He's just got to do it first. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying he's got to do it first.
He will. I bet he will. But
he probably will. But
Casey,
got to do it first.
I was shocked when you dropped.
Finally, is this the last of the Scott's knots?
Nope. Chico Quanquo, who isn't better than Kyle Pitts, fuck you, is still on your roster. Also,
Quanquo is still hanging around. Okay?
Jacoby
He's
Myers,
still better than Kyle Pitts.
No, he's fucking not.
Chico Quanquo?
Definitely fucking not.
Just wait till Kevin Geeter turns it on, and then Chig's going to be getting all the balls.
No,
Jacoby Myers is still rostered, but again, I already pled my case with that. I think Josh has the most complete team in the league in terms of there's not a single player on his roster. At least when I went through and looked at everybody when I did this last year, where I was like, why do you have this guy?
Well, Jacoby
Chase Claypool
Myers
was the poster boy for that, obviously.
Yeah.
He was the only one I could call out and be like, yeah, you should probably trade him. You could probably get something for him. I don't know. His was the only roster I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna pick this guy that I think is the worst. And now that's a meme. So it's good shit though. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, let's actually talk about something that isn't is fantasy relevant. RJ Harvey just absolutely hit
three touchdowns. But it was against
he hit the Dallas
the
Rainbow
Cowboys.
Strip. Yeah, no, he hit the Dallas Cowboys Mario Kart Rainbow Strip.
He did. He did.
Dude, the Cowboys defense is such trash. It's such trash.
I was watching that and I was like, this game is so predictable in how this was going to play out. And I was, again, hoping that there would at least be more points scored in the game. I was hoping the Cowboys would turn it into a shootout. But this week sucked for football. So, of course, we didn't get that. It was just kind of a one-sided stomp because the Broncos defense is just that much better. So,
Sean
we had
Payton
a shitty
also
game.
did the smart thing. And because Dallas's run game is not terribly great, Javonte Williams is a good player, but they don't. It's not like they're super dynamic in terms of their run game. No. They their ability to stay on schedule and move the sticks really requires Dak to hit Jake Ferguson, and Jake Ferguson was absolutely taken away.
He had 2 targets. What?
No, he had 1.
That was so. Or was 1? That was so surprising.
He had 1, and he's
the
points.
tight end 1
the only
on the
reason
year. He had 1 target.
Yeah. Now the Denver Broncos were like, you're not going to get your outlet. We're going to take away your outlet, which is what he is. That's what he Dak targets him all the time. He's a safety blanket.
Right. Check down.
Yeah.
He's really good at
PPR
it.
scam.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
reasonable.
After the game, or actually, I think it was before the game. Jerry Jones was hamming it up with the ownership for the Broncos that were there. And
the Waltons.
After the game was like, they have a really. He basically capitulated and was like, they're just better than us.
Well, it's I mean, I guess he's not totally senile.
He sees what's going on here. I think Jerry Jones just I don't think, does Jerry Jones even care about winning? Clearly not.
No, he cares
Clearly
about
not.
money.
He cares about money and people talking about his team. So,
yeah. I mean, if he cared about winning, he would have just like paid Micah. like,
paid Micah.
Yeah, right.
And
a lot of Cowboys would have the bag right now.
Probably traded CD. Although that's tough.
he would have cut Trayvon Diggs last year, and like eaten the cap hit.
Yeah, so you kind of had to pay CD because he's good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you had to pay CD, but in the same way you had to pay Micah, and he just like
the Cowboys are just too top heavy, which is why it's going to be hilarious when they sign George Pickens to wide receiver 1 money because it's so unnecessary and they shouldn't do that. But they're going to do it because it's the Cowboys.
I mean, he's going to be what, 2 years, $20 million kind of thing.
More than that, way more than that.
I think 2 year $50 million,
probably like 30.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, easily, 30. 30
he's going to make wide receiver 1 money somewhere.
Yeah,
he's not going to make a Jamar. He's not going to get the Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson bag, but
I mean, he's not going to get the long term contract like.
No, he's going to get like a 2 year,
getting
2 or
paid
3
by
year.
the team that drafted him.
Yeah,
but
right.
Justin Fields though.
His redemption game happened, guys. He's back.
We talked a little bit about him, but like I'm rooting for Justin Fields to make it, man. Like I don't know.
I mean, me too. But it ain't gonna happen because he sucks. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey man, you can still root for him.
I mean, you could beat up on.
Like
Susie.
I said, I just wanted to change positions. If he was a running back, he would be nuts.
I see what I see here is Justin Fields beating up on really bad defenses.
Yeah, he's kind of like
it's the only thing the Jets can do. Yeah.
Oh, the Jets are so good at that. It's just like Tua with the Dolphins. It's like they just destroy shitty teams that lose a lot. The Jets can do that too with Justin Fields for sure.
Yeah.
Also, they spoiled their season by winning a game. For shame, Justin Fields. Why would you do this to the Jets? Don't you know that they need to replace you with another future other team quarterback drafted in top 5? Come on, man. Get with the program. Not a team
Jets,
player.
I mean, the perfect example of the Jets is they went into the draft needing a wide receiver because they only had Garrett Wilson. And they took a wide receiver in the 4th round who was a priority free agent.
Whoops.
Like, that is the perfect example of the Jets. Like, they knew exactly what they needed. They addressed it, and they addressed it really late and overdrafted.
Why didn't Shadur Sanders end up on the Jets, man? That's really too bad. That would have been poetic.
That would have been hilarious.
They did draft a pass-catching tight end at least. So
I mean, Mason Taylor has been good.
Yeah.
But they also...
I guess.
They're so
not to sit here and defend the Jets,
but they're so depleted offensively that it's hard to tell if Mason Taylor's any good or if it's like Kyle Pitts rookie season situation.
We have no idea whether or not he's
where it's like this team sucks, but the ball has to go somewhere, which is my concern with Brock Bowers. It's like what happens when they have good players on the team? Is he still good? I don't know.
Will they have good players on the team?
Yeah. Will they have good players? Are they going to trade their good players? Are they going to draft good players? I don't know.
I will say this though about like just quick aside on the Raiders. Like everybody like wants to shit on like the whole running back in the 1st round, but the Raiders did go BPA. Like Genty was the best player available. Like just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, and it's not like they didn't have 2 great tight ends theoretically and like the makings of a good offensive line to put together a run game. It's not their fault they got injured. Like,
yeah, just an aside about the Raiders real quick. The interesting thing about that team is that they have absolutely no soul. At least when they were in Oakland, they were the Oakland fucking Raiders. Now, now with this whole debacle with, they were like the West Coast Patriots because they had like all the Patriots coaches over there doing Patriots stuff, the Patriot way, except it's the Raiders. Bleh, gone. Now it's like Seahawks South. Like, what are they doing?
It's not even Seahawks South because they don't have anything to hold their hat on. Like, it's Max Crosby and that's
like you got Geno Smith and like now they got Tyler Lockett. Like, and they got the ex-Seahawks coach. Like, what are they doing? It's so they're so aimless.
What they're doing, what Pete Carroll's doing, is what he did in Seattle, which is rip it down and build again.
But he's too old for that, and that's why he didn't want to do that.
Dude, people say that all the time, but he like has more energy than fucking like literally all the coaches on the West Coast.
I think he's in over his head, and he's deeply regretting the decision to go coach the Raiders at this point, especially with that quarterback.
We'll see. He could always retire.
Yeah,
maybe, but I don't.
I don't want him to end his career like Belichick is right now. That would just be sad.
I mean, Belichick is an actual
sad
idiot.
for different reasons, man. Like that's
not sad for different reasons. That's just like that is actual hubris. That's actual hubris.
Oh, he's got a full on succubus situation going on too.
Yeah. Well, it's the succubus situation. It's the fact that he didn't understand college. He doesn't understand NIL,
which is hilarious. Which is hilarious to me because as a GM, he was terrible. He could not draft for shit.
No,
he got by signing free agents from other teams and like taking in has-beens and players that felt scorned and had a chip on their shoulder because they got cut and stuff and made them into good players.
He got by because Brady was Brady,
and also Brady. Yeah. Having the greatest quarterback of all time does help a little bit.
And those chip on the shoulder players is a huge defensively, and that was always Belichick's thing, right? You can always find good defensive players who get cut. And want to play motivated.
Let's talk about Bill for a second, though, because what's going on with Bill is that Bill has no vision whatsoever.
Yeah,
he's got no vision.
And it all that much, you know.
Yeah, he is inefficient and like.
As fun as it was at the beginning of the season with all the Bill Nye the Science Guy memes and all that shit, he's still a 7th round rookie pick, and he unfortunately looks like one out there.
There's
you can tell it's like there's a reason this guy was passed on.
Well, there are other 7th round guys that don't look as bad as he does, that are just going to be serviceable, like, rotation guys in an RB room. Like,
I'm wondering if they're regretting the Brian Robinson trade. Like, is Brian Robinson really worse than this guy?
They just didn't want to pay him. That's why he got moved.
No, I'm pretty sure they just didn't like the dude because there was talk about how they were upset with his play in the playoffs last year and not doing what the coaches were saying or something. I don't know. But things need to basically do a 180 from where they're at right now. I mean, there's also that. I mean, really well the ownership of this team are cheap as fuck. So that would not be too surprising if that was the correct narrative here. But, yeah, we need Bill to wake up. He looked so good. He was very promising. And
he's got that 150-yard game or whatever he's got?
He hasn't done shit. Yeah. He didn't do shit against Dallas. And they can't stop anything. Come on, Bill.
Yeah, like this, he needs a get-right game somehow.
Casey,
I don't think it's going to come against Seattle, but like...
You need to coach your boy. You need to sit down with him, and you need to get him right. Please.
You need to also look at the snaps here again. Like
he's getting out touched by Jeremy McNichols is eating into his
exactly.
Although like Sticky McNichols is a great nickname. That's hilarious. Shout out to the fantasy footballers for that one.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a great nickname.
Yeah, I mean for real though, like it's not. He's slowly eating into McNichols' snaps, but it's not looking good. They're basically in
McNichols has completely eclipsed him. Like McNichols is not a running back. He's basically like a wide back. He's a scat back.
Well, he's Wan'Dale Robinson.
He's
Wan'Dale.
He's taking all of his receiving work at this point.
Yeah, right. He's last year's Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah. Like,
oh my god, Wan'Dale Robinson.
No, he's making bread on PPR.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. Great PPR scam.
Anyway, wake up, Bill. Fucking wake up. Lock in, bro.
All right, Scott.
Fucking Falcons.
Let's do
it. Zach Robinson needs to get fired. Raheem Morris never should have been hired. The Falcons are a fucking joke. They're ruining football. They're ruining Bijan Robinson. They're ruining Drake
London. Okonkwo is still better than Kyle Pitts.
Okonkwo is not better than Kyle Pitts. He has way more yards than him and is better and is on a better team. At least the Falcons are not the Tennessee Titans. But
Jake Okonkwo is better than Kyle Pitts.
I don't understand how Zach Robinson has a fucking job. Bijan Robinson had 1 yard in the first quarter against the fucking Miami Dolphins, who Rico Dowdle just torched for like 800 billion yards. Not a few weeks ago. They keep running out of the pistol. The announcers can tell, like, they'll line up in pistol, because that's the only thing Zach Robinson can fucking do, apparently. And the announcers are saying, like, looks like this is going to be a run to Algier. And if the fucking announcers and the dude sitting on the couch can see that, what do you think a professional NFL defense can see? Zach Robinson needs to fucking go. He needs to fucking go. Like, now. I'm so over it. It's bad. We can't have this inconsistent bullshit. You can't just go out and destroy Buffalo and have the most complete game in years for your franchise. That should have been the defining moment of the season, where you turn around and you start trudging towards the playoffs and you're thinking about how you're going to beat Baker Mayfield because their team looks really good. Nah, it's over. You're fucked. Now you need to get rid of your coaches because they're dog shit. They do not Raheem Morris is not preparing the Falcons for any of their games. It's clear. They don't have a fucking plan. And it's not Michael Penix's fault. I don't even think it's Kirk Cousins' fault that he was so bad this game. It's just top down. When the whole team looks bad, especially when you have the best running back in the game, that's not a problem with the players. That's a problem with the coaches, and they need to go. That's my soapbox. The Falcons are trash. I'm so fucking over it. Fuck Zach Robinson. Fuck Raheem Morris. Their defense is good somehow. What is going on?
No, they cannot be good. What they did with Miami, dude. You cannot look like that and be good.
You can't.
I don't care about DVOA. I don't care.
But just
you can't get run on like that and be a good defense.
Look what their defense did to Buffalo.
We watched it in Seattle for years, man. Come on now.
It's again. They have good players. The coaches are not putting them into. They're not getting them ready for these games. It's obvious. You can't have a team that's this inconsistent, this bipolar, week to week. You can't look like a Super Bowl champion beating the Buffalo Bills and then get absolutely torn apart at home by Miami. This version of Miami.
You are talking about the Falcons. Like, this is what they do.
I know, but the one thing that the Falcons have had for the last several seasons at least is a functional offense. They've been able to put up points at least. Maybe they don't do it in a way that's like friendly to fantasy football, but they can score points. Their defense has been really trash. This year their defense took a step forward, but now they're hot and cold all over the place. And this coincides with hiring Raheem Morris and the clown show that is the fucking coaches they brought in. They just fired their wide receiver coach. What did that do? Ray McLeod got pissed off because they fired his friend, who I guess he was buddies with this coach, had a falling out, and then they cut him. Like, that locker room has got to be a fucking mess, man. The Falcons are so bad. They're so bad.
It just sounds like the Falcons.
Yeah, it does. This is on brand for them, and it sucks.
Yeah.
The Falcons suck, man. They're just trash.
All right. Well,
I had to get that off my chest.
Jordan.
Steve.
Rip. Let's move on to Steven Jordan.
Here we go.
Steve fucking went the fuck off this week.
All right, I'm going to get on my soapbox now for a little bit. Breece Hall is a better quarterback than Justin Fields.
That's a
That pass was beautiful.
No, it wasn't.
It was beautiful.
No, that was an ugly pass. I saw the highlight again today, and it's like
beautiful point.
Terrible. This pass is terrible. So bad. Like,
I saw the post game interview about it. Breece said, "I was gonna look, and I saw that Mason was open, and then I had to dodge the defender. So I looked again, and it looked like he was still open, and so I said, fuck it, might as well give it a shot, and I threw it without looking." And it just went right to Mason Taylor.
I mean, it's
amazing.
On brand for the Jets.
Amazing.
But I mean, the Bungles also bungled this.
Like, the Aaron Glenn face we got after that play actually worked was just like that's meme worthy. I'm gonna go find it and clip it because it's so good.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Yeah.
The Jets are having the most cursed season of all time. I mean, that kid from the clip we showed last week basically summarizes the sentiment that you should have as a Jets fan. I hate this team. I was born into this. I will always be a Jets fan, but I hate this team. Which is
the most important thing of that clip, though, is like all of the tears in his eyes as he's talking. He's very clearly
that's all the Mets fans. That's all the Mariners fans. That's all Falcons fans. That's a lot of us. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of cursed franchises out there. Yeah, we get it. Yeah. Well, speaking of cursed franchises, the Titans. We got to talk about my Titans stack a little bit here.
Cam Ward and
Cam Ward's not good.
Chimere DK.
Chimere DK, yeah, who is... I saw that Tyler Lockett got dropped, and I was like, oh, good, he's going to take his spot.
Yeah, he did.
And he did, and clearly has some sort of chemistry with Cam Ward here, because...
Well, there's also someone needs to do something on this team.
Yeah, exactly.
This is an NFL offense. There needs to be something happening.
Why not the Chimera? You know?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's between him and Ian Manor and whoever they bring in to do whatever next season, there's clearly a floor of talent, but the Titans are so far away from anything.
They're really the offensive line is bad, horrendous.
They also
they can't block anybody.
They also just traded one of their young corners for some reason.
No, I know why.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
McCreary, right? To the Rams.
Well, he's been on the trade block since the beginning of the season.
But now they need to. They're going to have an insane amount of draft cap, or they're going to have an insane amount of draft capital, but they're going to have an insane amount of cap space. You could just pay him. Why are they trading young players? I don't understand their process here.
I mean, it's the Titans. Why do they do anything?
Well, they're probably what they're looking for is to pay a premier free agent edge rusher.
But they need a corner.
They need a corner. That would be my hit. But you can
they got rid of a young corner.
What they should do is they should just go pay. They should overpay for competent offensive line play.
Well, you're going to have to do that. There's the bad team tax is a real thing.
Yeah, they got it. It's not like it's a cure-all to make your team better, but it provides a level of provides a floor of competency to have an overpaid, competent O-line.
Absolutely.
You
need to score points to win football games.
Thanks, Magic Johnson. Put a Magic Johnson-ass tweet right there.
Or bugger.
Having an offensive line is kind of important for scoring points. Yeah. That's a mad-ass thing to have said, but
it's not like all these teams are standouts, but it's you did see improvement from the Panthers when they did that, the Bengals when they did that, the Bears this year have clearly been better than last year. And they've all overpaid for competent offensive line play at at least 2 of 3 positions that were bad the previous year. It's not a cure-all, but they're clearly better.
And it's a clear deficiency in the current Titans. They were getting pass rushed by the Colts in a lot of pressure. And we've talked about how aggressively mid we find that Colts defense.
Mm-hmm. They have DeVorest
Latu
and Latu. That's it. That's all they got.
And they combine them, but
Quiddy Pace sucks.
Sucks. Cam Bynum, they've got 2 good safeties in Cam Bynum and Nick Cross, but other than that,
it's those 4 players. That's all they got. Their depth is terrible. They're gonna get fucking destroyed.
They're gonna get boat raced out by they're like the Bills teams of yore where they just can score a bunch of fucking points, but are gonna get blown out of something by the playoffs when they actually face a decent defense that's paired with a good offense.
You mean when teams actually put a stacked box in front of JT and don't just let them run over everybody?
Yes, yeah, Steve. Let's. I'm just gonna play your clip of JT while you talk about how great JT is. I mean, 4 hat tricks on the season is insane.
I mean, it's
17
insane.
touchdowns. He's already scored more points.
Insane.
He's already scored more touchdowns than Saquon Barkley did last year.
Yeah. No, he is on.
Matt, at least you absolutely fleeced
tear.
me with the Cam Scatterbo trade because you fucked up trading Jonathan Taylor.
This is, I mean, this dude has been an absolute revelation for my team and is basically the only reason I am at 500 right now. He is also quite specifically the reason my average points for the season has barely peaked above 200 again. Like, just absolutely insane. And here he is busting off an 80-yard run like it's fucking nothing.
This is his longest run of his career, right?
80 yards.
80 yards, yeah. No, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. What? You made 2 guys miss? Like, yeah, it's the fucking Titans. They suck. But that's a huge.
I mean, this is what good teams do, though. Like, good teams,
you got to beat up on bad teams.
Yeah, you got to beat up the bad teams. This is how you beat up bad teams. The whole.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Yeah, the whole here. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, a regular person couldn't rush for a single yard in an NFL game, and then you have the Colts offensive line
against the Titans defensive line, which as mentioned, sucks.
It's not good.
I don't think there's one player on that line that's fantasy relevant.
I hate the Titans.
I don't think there's one player on the Titans defense that's fantasy relevant. Does anyone have one rostered?
On the Titans, no. There's not a single one that anyone wants. It was Harold Landry, but they traded him.
Yeah, he's on the Patriots, and he's been.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a free agent. They didn't trade him. But anyway, they don't have him anymore.
Not on the Titans. Yeah.
And he was a good. God damn it, man! I hate bad teams. Bad teams suck for fantasy because you're licking your chops starting your players against them because you know they're going to get scored on, but you never know if it's going to be. Oh, we're benching the starters during the second quarter, or we're going to spend
scripted out
the entirety of the. We're going to score. We're going to make like 2 quick touchdowns. Like we're going to score on our scripted plays on our first drive, and then the other team gets the ball, and then we get like a fumble 6 or some weird shit happens, and then they go 3 and out, and we score again. And you better hope your player was in that sequence because as soon as the third quarter rolls around. They're just grinding the clock down, and then the fourth quarter happens, and everybody gets benched. And it's like, cool. The Colts just scored, 47 points, and it's like a random cornerback got a touchdown, and the backup tight end got a touchdown, and the rest of the game got salted away. Yeah, I hate bad teams. I hate starting my players against
there were like
teams.
2 pick sixes by some.
It feels like such
DB
a trap
that never plays.
Yeah,
it's
when Sleeper's like, "Oh, your guy's gonna get 18 points this week, guys," and then that happens, and they get 2 points, and you're like, "Fuck you, Titans."
it's one of the reasons
Eat
that
my whole
JT
ass.
is such a cheat code is that Shane Steichen is just like, "Oh, cool, we're at that point. Okay, JT, run over him."
Yeah, it must be nice, Steve.
And they just like.
Well,
I mean, like this game was out of hand so fast, and like,
if a coach cares though, like they'll like try and break some record for their player. Like we can talk about that for my matchup, but like if a coach cares, they'll like figure out a way to keep a player in the game. Like to do something to keep the team involved.
Yeah.
Jordan, not much to say about you. To be quite frank, you had your bye week.
To be on bye, that's all we have to say.
I think you were the most affected by the bye-pocalypse, which is why it's hilarious that Steve burned his like really big blow-up game this week against you. Because if it was any other week, you would actually need this.
And the fact that Steve actually had to play Cam Ward, which is like not a good position to be in, but it's
considering his quarterback situation, that's
I exploded
pretty
despite
crazy.
The fact that I had Kevin Guidera in there, like. Like that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean Christian McCaffrey did nothing. The 49ers got absolutely exposed by Houston.
I mean Will Anderson is that dude. Like, like we can all make fun of Houston for its roster construction and just like how bad their offense is.
But the issue is
like,
not the defense.
That
defense
so
is
good.
legit. I honestly feel like the best defense in the league, like positionally on paper, is probably the Seahawks and then the Texans. Just pound for pound.
I would put the Texans above the Seahawks just because
the Texans have all pros at every level.
Well, they also have two elite edge rushers in Daniil Hunter and
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson, where the Seahawks don't have elite edge rushers and are relying on the interior to get sacks. And I think that's
a fair point. I do think
that's
that
real.
I think you add in the element.
So fucking good too.
Yeah,
like Stingley, Lassiter, and Petre are so fucking good.
The Seahawks secondary, when fully healthy, is probably the best in the league. Let's be honest.
And our linebackers are better.
The Seahawks linebackers are better, but I mean, Al-Shaair and Fahuka Gods are nothing to sneeze at.
When you add in the X factor, though, which is our coach's scheme, who we brought in, like Mike McDaniel's system,
that's
makes it better. But Joe, you have a point. Like pound for pound, just like if you take all the players on paper and just put them next to each other, the Texans are probably better. But then you add in the fact that our coach, his job and the reason that we replaced Pete Carroll is for his defensive scheme, and it is working. Makes us better. But anyway, that's going to be really cool. Hopefully the Texans can make it to the playoffs.
Middle linebackers, then I would take them in a heartbeat every day.
Yeah.
I think the only other thing you can say about like the Texans defense is like Derek Stingley is so fucking good that he overcame like the draft position of Sauce and how Sauce started out like with 2 all-pro seasons. Like and I don't think it's really that like close. Like Stingley is so
it's not a question for me. Yeah. It's not a question for me. Stingley is
crazy.
A elite corner and projects to be one for many, many years. Like that dude can ball.
Yeah, he good. You know who isn't good? TJ Hawkinson.
No, he's a bum.
This dude's a bum. Come on, bro. Anyway, I pointed this out. He's clearly not right from his injury. Like he's kind of in that interim year where he's still coming back from something.
Did he also get the hip drop? Was he also a hip drop victim?
I can't remember, but that was
an ACL.
It was a gnarly leg injury. Yeah,
it was really bad.
It was really sad too because TJ Hawkinson pre-injury was a delight, but I think he'll be fine next year. This year is probably lost for him. It's honestly the weakest portion. It's the only part of Jordan's team that is really weak. But he does have
Fannin.
He does have Fannin. Fannon's
a good floor player. But
here's the thing. Here's the intangible part about Fannin, and this is why I think this. It's the Browns, and Browns fantasy players, specifically their pass catchers, in December for fantasy playoffs is always terrible. Those are the games when they're painting the black lines on the screen because they're in a fucking monsoon in the middle of the winter for some reason, and it's like
Cleveland,
it's gross.
Lake effect, and then Southern Lake effect. It's different.
This is why in redraft
this year they don't have Joe Flacco just out there willing to be Jameis.
Yeah, they still do have Dylan Gabriel, who I guess they haven't announced the starter for this week, which is very interesting. But I think in the next few weeks we might see a Shedeur Sanders.
They've got to they just got to see what they have.
Yeah,
because like their fan base will just will get too loud for them not to just play one game. Like,
Yeah. Right now, though, Harold Fan looks great, but we'll see what happens when the Cleveland, Ohio weather system comes in for the winter, and what happens to Quinshon Judkins stock up, all the other pass catchers probably down. Also, quarterback situation is questionable. We'll see.
I will say this though about Fannin is this is not the first time that he will be playing in Ohio weather in the winter because he's from Bowling Green, which is in Ohio.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be fine. And they play outside, too.
Yeah. He hasn't, it's going to be the same thing he's been doing.
He'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the question is if he can catch, 8 or 9 of his targets and produce.
Depends on who's throwing the ball.
Exactly.
He's catching
Dylan Gabriel ain't it.
For Dylan Gabriel, That's kind of the thing that I'm seeing here for Fannin is that like he's at least producing fairly consistently across multiple quarterbacks here.
He led college football in like receiving yards last year. Like
as
a tight end, which is insane. He's a receiving tight end.
He's a great receiving tight end.
I'm pretty sure it was all. I'm pretty sure it was all players.
It was all
tight ends.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he's also playing it like in bowling.
Nobody's
but also like he is good at catching the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean that means he's got a nobody as his quarterback too. So, he's presumably good at this. So yeah, I would not worry too much about Jordan. He'll be fine. Once the buys pass, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Suppose as long as as long as the Niners can get it together a little bit and be somewhat competent.
As long as McCaffrey doesn't get injured, he'll be okay. And even then, you've got Amon-Ra. He'll be fine.
That's true.
All right, let's talk about the last matchup here and then get out of here. Joe.
Yeah, this is the whole game script thing.
The only close game. This was the Jets game of the week here.
Yeah, it was.
Matchups.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
in stat correction territory.
Approaching that, it's possible.
Oh yeah,
it's unlikely.
I mean, it's a tackle and a half. It's a tackle and a half. It's a PD.
That could happen.
Yeah.
A PD.
Yeah, it could totally happen. Mm-hmm. So we'll be watching to know.
Are there anything that could go to a half sack?
I did not get a single sack, so
that's brutal. I've had those weeks, man. Fucking Daniil Hunter, whiskey dick.
Yeah,
yep,
whiskey dick.
I've been there.
Yeah, no. If
actually,
there were
neither
of
you got.
Oh no, wait.
Karlaftis got a sack.
This was a sack.
And Sweat.
That was a sack.
That was a sack. That was a huge sack.
That was a huge sack. That was unquestionably a sack. So Montez Sweat has one sack credited, and I don't remember. I didn't watch that.
Oh no, there's a lot of PDs on Kelsey's,
on both sides
Kelsey's end here. No, specifically Kelsey.
No, specifically
Kelsey.
Yeah,
my defense kind of shit the bed.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Basically, Robert Splain got the int, and that was the extent of my big game.
Right.
He also had a bajillion tackles.
Yeah.
He did. Holy shit.
That's a lot.
No.
14 tackles is a lot.
Yeah.
He balled out.
I'm glad we don't play in tackle half scoring.
Yeah.
Or two.
That would have been like a
2 point for solo tackles is just insane. He would have had like a 40 burger.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's too much.
Oh yeah.
I like our IDP scoring. It's great.
Yeah, no, I prefer the big play versus the tackle.
Tackle heavy is gross.
Add
them together. Just an aside, I saw some guys talking about their scoring, and they had sacks were 10 points, and QB hits were 4, and PBUs were 8. And they were talking about Myles Garrett, and they were like, "What should I trade for Myles Garrett?" And I was like, "With that scoring, just give them all your firsts for ever."
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
Why even have offensive players?
He put out a 50 in our scoring. Think about what he does in that.
They said with their scoring he dropped an 80 bomb. I'm like, okay, that shouldn't be possible.
That's insane.
That shouldn't be possible.
I'm in a very dumb league where the defensive IDP scoring is ridiculously overtuned, and I should look at what Myles Garrett put up in that league.
Is it IDP only? Because if it's IDP only, it's fine. But
no.
If it's offense too, that's
the
gross.
offense is in it too, and it's also been explicitly downtuned. So
that's just weirdly.
It's just
a Steve Sucks league.
It's a Steve league. I don't run it. I was invited to it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well,
anyway,
real quickly, James Cook didn't get game scripted out of this because Sean McDermott wanted to give him his
for Myles Garrett.
Jesus Christ. Sean McDermott wanted to break James Cook's single season his high or his single game high, which is why.
Yeah, good for him. Carolina,
good for him,
which is cool.
Casey,
Carolina was not good.
Andy Dalton was right there. Casey, come on, bro. $5.
Yeah. The Dalton.
Jake Ferguson's only points came on a tackle. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's really
I love
funny.
that. I do love that.
Yeah. It's really annoying that the Patriots are good because Drake May is good. I'm sorry, that's really annoying.
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean, it's great for you. Like,
it is very good for me. Like, that pick is now a hit.
It's
that's
great.
Yeah.
I always say this. I would prefer even the teams I hate to be really good, because good teams makes the NFL product better and it makes fantasy more fun. I want every team to be super good. I want every team to have a lot of fantasy relevant players. It's unfortunate that the Patriots fan base had to suffer for so long between
the whole 5 years.
Away from Brady, and it took so long for them to find Drake May. It's just so, I feel so bad for Patriots fans to have to suffer quarterback hell.
But what Drake May is doing too,
he's fun to watch. He's good.
Yeah, he's fun. And what Drake May is doing too is also, like, when a franchise finally revitalizes, you actually get a wide receiver too, instead of just having to hope that some wide receiver gets all the targets.
Yeah, they also need
Booty is not, like, I started Booty. He's been good the last 3 weeks.
I can see.
Yeah.
So if Jerry Jones isn't an idiot, he will let George Pickens test the market, and this is one of the teams I think he would go to, because the Patriots need an alpha wide receiver of the future. Stephon Diggs isn't going to be there forever. He's towards the end of his career. He's still good. He's got a couple years left in him, even after the crazy injury he had. But they need to think about what their wide receiver core is going to look like going forward. They need to pay a guy. They're not going to be able to draft him because the Patriots, for whatever reason, can't fucking draft wide receivers. So
I don't think the Patriots are going to sign a receiver, because
they need to.
I think they'll draft one, but
I'm sure they'll draft one. I don't think it'll be any good.
Yeah, new regime. It's Vrabel. Remember, Vrabel got AJ Brown.
Yes, he did. But AJ Brown is a rare talent.
He was a second rounder. Anybody could have had him. What the Patriots need really, really badly more than anything is an actual pass rusher. Like, they don't actually have, like.
I mean, they just traded Keon White today, which is interesting.
Well, that's because he
doesn't fit their scheme.
Well, he doesn't fit their scheme, and it's like most players don't survive coaching changes. Like, they just don't. You know?
Yeah, they're gonna. The new coach is gonna come in unless they really like the guys that are there, or the guys that are there are highly drafted and talented.
Right.
They're gonna bring in their guys.
Yeah, but like, there was real conversations around, like, whether or not, and this was like a thing for, like, whether or not Drake May was going to be any good. So this is why I followed it. Like, whether or not they were going to take, whether or not they should try and, like, trade up to get Abdul Carter or take Will Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they took Campbell because they didn't trade up. But it's like,
right,
there's, like, a real need for a pass rusher, and Harold Landry's too old to be that guy. Like,
yeah.
Long term, yeah, for sure.
And at the top of the draft, like, you can get the pass rusher, but if you're too far down, like, you're not going to get those guys unless you just, like, get lucky with, like, a Chris Jones or something. And like, at that point, you're going to take the receiver because they're there.
I mean, that's what they did with Kyle Williams. He was kind of like BPA. I feel like that was the strat, but he hasn't done shit. So
yeah.
And he was good in college.
He was supposed to be
even though it was Wazoo.
I mean, he was drafted to be what Booty is right now.
Yes.
Which is like...
I mean, Booty was a former, top prospect.
Fifth rounder?
Yeah. Well, he was a sixth rounder.
He was projected. He was projected to be like a first round talent based on his profile.
Yeah, he was right. But he was like, what if DK got hit? Like, DK got hit in the draft process because of his broken neck, but Booty is what if DK, but instead of, it was behavioral issues because he had some weird sex thing and gambling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jermaine Burton, take notes.
Yeah. But yeah, I hate Andy Reid. Casey, I hate their between the 20 shit they're doing. And stop injuring my RB2, my potential RB2, you assholes.
I mean,
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's just gonna fuel Breeze to the Chiefs, which is the last place I want Breeze to go.
Because then he's just going to be a between the 20s guy.
Right.
Like, that's the problem with anybody who goes, like, if Pollard goes to the Chiefs, if Brees like Achan, whoever. Like the problem with going to the Chiefs is Andy Reid drafted Kareem Hunt. Like he was in that regime. They like Kareem Hunt. They never wanted to get rid of him. Like if there wasn't the video, they wouldn't have. Like
Right.
Like you do not want your player going to KC. Like
no.
Yeah. No,
and now he's hurt. So that sucks.
Pacheco,
Was it
MCL sprain?
MCL sprain? That's not good.
Yeah, week to week MCL sprain. So he's at least not useful for 3 weeks.
Well, they have a bye week next week, and MCLs are weird. So it could
Buffalo. Then
he could be fine by week 11, but that would be like pretty lucky. And honestly, watching that live, I was like, oh no, because it looked really fucking painful. But
it looked bad, but also
that's how knee injuries are. It's like it looked horrible, and then it's like either like season ending
Pacheco
or they're fine.
Also like it's like the injury that like derailed Pacheco's like rise was the exact same injury that was the exact same play in the exact same situation he had a year prior, but he literally wasn't hurt on the same play. Like, so who knows?
I mean, he did break his leg. That wasn't really the issue. The issue was they rushed him back. He was clearly still hurt, and they needed him, so they pushed him to play, and that was a bad.
And he's a 7th rounder, and so you kind of like he knows his place in the league. Yeah, but no, like the year prior, he like the play that he broke his leg on. He had the exact same situation, but he was like strong enough to rip his leg out from underneath the player and not get hurt. And like it just didn't happen the next time.
Yeah,
and so you never know what happens. Like, I don't know. Injuries are weird.
Yeah, also,
but he's not useful for at least 3 weeks.
Yeah, this running back situation is worse than Seattle. It's really gross.
Yeah, it's
I hate
awful.
it.
Oh, it's really bad.
It's terrible. And I hate Andy Reid.
All right, Kelsey.
Forever. Yeah.
Jamar Chase is going to break the catch record. Like
if you extrapolate it out,
holy shit!
If you extrapolate out his targets, I think he's on pace to have like 380 targets, which is like
holy
running back numbers. That's like running back shit. It's insane.
No, that's like unprecedented. That's like never seen that many targets in the history of the game.
380 targets, like.
Dude, look at this.
Yeah,
it's like
running back numbers. Like
that's 380 is like
Josh Jacobs numbers.
Like that's what like Saquon did last year. Like it's insane.
Flacco is out there just literally playing Madden. It's like a 10-year-old playing Madden. He's like, I don't know the playbook, but that guy's good, so I'm gonna throw one the ball.
Throw him the Jamar
Number
Chase.
1 gets the ball. And
Joe Flacco is
old
white Jameis, straight up.
Old white Jameis.
Dude, he's just old white Jameis. He's just gonna sling it. He just does not care.
He understands the assignment here.
Yeah.
The point is to try and make Jamar Chase look good because the Bengals are not playing for anything. And he's trying to help Zach Taylor not lose his job, even though Zach Taylor absolutely deserves to lose his job. Because fuck Zach Taylor.
And he's also trying to ruin their draft stock. That's what he's trying to do.
I love it. keep it up, man.
Yeah.
But it's
Jamar Chase is,
I count like 80.
It's making the Justin Jefferson
targets.
Jamar Chase narrative really annoying though, because the Vikings are like still trying.
Don't go online. Like it's very easy. I don't know this. Like
it's not really about like what people online are saying. It's literally this little competition between Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson themselves. Remember the whole thing was like, I want Justin Jefferson's contract plus $1. That was the whole thing. He's like, he was always compared to Justin Jefferson. He's like,
that's because they're friends and they played on LSU.
No, I know.
Team.
But now Flacco is literally like the offense is just throw Jamar Chase the ball, and KOC's over there with his like Charlie from Always Sunny fucking offensive plan that's just like way overcomplicated.
Well, that doesn't work because nobody can throw the ball.
It doesn't work because they don't have a quarterback and they have a rookie. They need to dumb it down. Like it's just bullshit.
Think about how much fun the Vikings offense would be if they traded for Jameis Winston right now.
That'd be awesome.
It would be horrible because KOC is like, no, but I need this crazy, super intricate. There's levels to this.
Yeah.
If KOC,
Jefferson over there, pass ball.
Exactly.
No, that's
the thing.
If they switched coaching staffs, that would happen. But KOC is like, I want my job, and Zach Taylor is like, I lost Joe Burrow.
I don't give a fuck.
help. Like,
dude, I mean, honestly, this is, I mean, again, I think I said this a couple weeks ago before I left, like, just trade for Tua. Eat the contract, like...
Please, get him out of Miami.
Seriously.
And get Mike McDaniel out of that.
It's not the worst.
Stop.
It's like, it's like...
I just don't want to see him go to the Niners, please.
Worse off in the situation, you know?
Yeah. Mike McDaniel,
I don't
if
hate
you
it.
get fired, please don't go to the
hate it.
Niners. I'll be so mad. Don't go back there. Stay away.
Yeah, please don't go back to the Niners. No,
Come to us. Our weed is way better.
Packers, McDaniel.
No, our weed is way better. He cares about
We'll
weed.
pack the green bowl
It's
together.
very important that he gets good weed. Although he might end up in Denver. Fuck.
Yeah, he could definitely end up in Denver.
That's
They've
not
got
good.
weed.
That's not good. That's
Sean
not good.
Payton,
That's
Sean
not
Payton's
good.
too much of a stick in the ass
got-
for that.
That's true.
They got good weed in Michigan too, so he could be in Detroit.
He would
All
listen
right.
to Mike McDaniel just go on about his, like, he would just be doing his Mike McDaniel thing, and Sean Payton would just like get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
No, you're done.
All right, that's enough.
Quinton Judkins, sorry, that
Yeah.
sucks.
That sucks.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
That sucks.
He'll be fine. It's just an AC joint.
Yeah, he'll be fine, but it's...
Also, like I said, the Ohio winter is coming. He's going to be a beast.
He's
Remember
gonna be
Nick Chubb?
needed for that.
He's going to do Nick Chubb stuff down the stretch.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
probably
for sure.
probably going to be playing against your boyfriend in the playoffs, and you're going to be mad when Jordan destroys you because he has Christian McCaffrey, who, for some reason, is
He's
healthy.
dead yet.
Is the only 49er.
For some reason, it's healthy.
The only 49er.
Just for some reason, can't explain it.
Whatever that
He's
German
like
dude
literally
did.
lich sucking all the energy off of every other 49er to keep him alive.
The German lich who saved Christian McCaffrey is like the 49ers version of the Etsy witch for the Mariners.
He made his mouthpiece into his phylactery or something.
I mean, what he did is literally what like every NBA player does when they snap an Achilles.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Chop
Show
League.
me
Let's quickly talk about this.
Oh yeah, you gotta show me the chops.
I can't. This view here.
You got a league, right?
It's not good. There we go. All right. Kelsey, you got chopped.
Rip.
Let's see. Who was it? It was. She didn't realize Drake London was ruled out, so she took a donut,
Yeah.
and then
That'll do it.
he was on. Marvin Harrison Jr. was on by. Oh, it was the Bijan Robinson. Did you in?
Yep.
Oof.
Yep. You got Falcons.
You got Falcons really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brings me back to when I got chopped because of Bijan.
Memory.
So, that's actually
He's
funny.
the Reaper, man.
There's like a Reaper like effect in this game of Chopped, which is great. Like,
Mike Evans did me dirty.
The fantasy footballers have been talking about the same thing that's happening in their Chop League, and except theirs is Brock Bowers. Everyone who's had Brock Bowers gets chopped like the next week without fail. It's hilarious.
I mean, Kelsey.
He's not even playing.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why? Why
But
does anybody have
like,
him?
But he's like cursed because like whoever picks him up ends up getting chopped. He's on their bench, but like all the other players they have just suck. Whereas for us, it seems to be Bijan. There's a trend here. But all right, guys, I think we'll wrap it up there. It's a long one.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks for sticking through us to the end here. If you listened all the way through, I doubt you did, but thank you if you did. I appreciate it. It's like
This
2
was a
and
very
half hour
long
long episode,
Yeah,
but
this
we
is
missed Joe, and he's back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we got it back. We got takes.
all right,
We're gonna
guys.
have more takes.
We'll see you next
Takes,
week with our
takes,
bullshit
takes.
takes and our horrible nonsense.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
as always, defense wins championships.
And Steve sucks.
Fuck you both.
Later.
Later.
Peace.